mitigating factors on counts 1 and 2 because the defendant is believed to have targeted Charlie Kirk based on Charlie Kirk's political expression and did so knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide.
Robinson could face the death penalty if convicted. He's also charged with obstruction and witness tampering. The prosecutor says Robinson's mother told police he had become more political over the last year or so and started to date his roommate, who was transitioning genders. The roommate providing text messages to police from after the shooting.
Roommate, you weren't the one who did it, right? Robinson, I'm sorry.
And then later in the same exchange.
Roommate, why? Robinson, why did I do it? Roommate, yeah. Robinson, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence.
Investigators found the rifle in a wooded area. Gray says Robinson's DNA was on the trigger. Robinson is set to make his first court appearance to hear the charges, appearing virtually from the county jail. The FBI also investigating comments reportedly made about the shooting in an online chat that included many people, focusing in part on whether anyone knew anything about the shooting beforehand. Robinson could still face federal charges. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why there's an elevated fire risk across Indiana. It's sunny and 85 degrees in the Circle City. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. The warm weather is just part of the equation, says Jason Puma with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
Well, we haven't had a lot of rain lately, and these warm temperatures and combined with low relative humidities essentially are proving slightly enhanced fire danger conditions.
He says rain is not likely until this weekend, but even then, the chances for heavy rain are not great. A family in Noblesville is in a dispute with their homeowners association over the construction of a ramp for their paralyzed son. Corbin Phillips was paralyzed after a trampoline accident last year in August. The family says the ramp is important for their son since he is in a wheelchair, but the HOA is saying otherwise. Corbin tells Wish TV that he is moving forward from the trampoline accident and what keeps him up on his feet.
Family and friends, and just being thankful for what I can do. Driving is a big part, being independent.
Neighbors want to make sure Corbin is being treated right. A virtual leadership program is currently accepting applications for its upcoming academic year. Johnette Cruz reports.
Grit and Grace Nation, a nonprofit founded in 2020, is currently enrolling middle and high school girls for its virtual leadership academy. The program runs from September to May and offers mentorship and leadership development for young women ages 12 to 18. Here's founder Fanchen Stinger.
Our mission at Grit and Grace is a powerful one. It is equipping our young ladies everywhere with the courage and the tools they need to succeed in life and in leadership.
Using a unique data-driven curriculum, the program helps young women build leadership skills and a sense of community. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And have you heard about the new program Indiana Governor Mike Braun launched today? It's called Power Up Indiana, and it's all about getting businesses to invest in their employees. They're basically giving employees incentives to train their current workers for better, higher-paying jobs, and it's a good way to help people move up in their careers. WIBC News Time is 3:04. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Hey, September is here, which means the kids are back at school again. Football is back, but did you know September is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and AAA Hoosier Motor Club would love it if you help support cancer research at Riley Hospital for Children, which serves more than 300 new pediatric cancer patients each year. Think about that number. I don't like that number, but we are thankful that Riley Hospital for Children is here to take care of your kids.
Get all the same member benefits like discounted zoo tickets, exclusive access to the AAA Tailgate Lounge at Ruoff Music Center, and the peace of mind that comes with their award-winning roadside assistance, all while supporting children with cancer at the same time. It's a win-win. To join or renew AAA, visit AAA.com, call 844-GO-AAA-GO, or stop by your local AAA office. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
You've got WIBC traffic at 305. What's going on, Matt Bear?
Hey, Jake, looking at the north side, eastbound 465, a ditch that's full for a Meridian, a crash blocking the right lane and slowing us down back to Michigan Road. Eastbound 465 slow. Allisonville Road over to I-69. Southbound 6570 delayed 2 minutes from the north split to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Thrivent. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. The most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect at Thrivent.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Partly cloudy skies this afternoon. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for tonight. Mostly clear. Low temperatures once again checking in the lower 60s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it.
All right, Hammer, take me through this timeline. Let's rewind and then fast forward.
So we're talking local, right?
Yeah. Indy City County Council member Michael Paul Hart on this show a few weeks ago said what?
That as of right now, and this is me speaking a couple weeks ago, the school corp in Franklin is against this data center, but be leery because it's bribing season. And I'm paraphrasing here.
Is that kind of like deer hunting season?
Right. You know, there's hurricane season.
Yeah.
And now there's school corp bribe season here in Indiana. And basically, I mean, joking aside, he said, keep an eye on the Franklin school system. They could do a total 180 and flip-flop on their stance because they might get their palms allegedly greased, and then they would be for the data center.
Okay. And so let's fast forward.
He was right. He was right. He was 100% accurate. The school corp in Franklin claimed that they're now for this data center because they might get more tablets for the kids to use in class.
Always got to use the tablets.
Michael Paul Hart, man, he called it.
I used to use like a spiral notebook with a pencil. I had to get up and go to the sharpener at the edge of my teacher's desk.
Right.
And now there's tablets and data centers providing them.
So the trade-off for having all your resources sucked up and your energy costs rise is, they might have a few more tablets over in Franklin Township. Michael Paul Hart posted the school's letter about a month ago on social media. We retweeted this at Hammer and Nigel. This is the one from about a month ago where they were against it, and he put the commentary on there, quote, "This is the original letter of opposition from Franklin Township Superintendent. Tax abatements didn't change. The development didn't change. Flip-flop, I can hear the money drop."
Is that illegal?
Well, if you don't get caught.
I mean,
bribing off a school corp? It's just a business expense, Nige.
These data centers, good Lord, they are controversial. And
yes.
It's like they're just hundreds of thousands of square feet, warehouses with minimal employees that are in each of them sucking dry power and water, and most likely your utility bills will go up as a result of putting in the data centers that we need.
Which will only create 50 full-time jobs. Yes, there'll be a construction cost, but that's minimal. 50 full-time jobs.
There'll be taxes, revenue coming into Franklin Township.
Tablets for the kids, Nige. That's what the superintendent claims is the reason why he's done such a 180.
Tax abatements, I'm sure, are involved. I mean, they're going to be paying a minimal amount of taxes.
Tax abatements did not change. Development did not change, according to Michael Paul Hart. But what did? Maybe the bank account of the school and maybe the superintendent. We don't know. That's just hearsay. It's a little rumor, some scuttlebutt. But we knew it was coming. It's the worst kept secret, right? So many of these school people are bought and paid for. And now September 22nd is the big date. That's when the City County Council will have their vote. So knowing that Boss Hogsett wants this, knowing now that the school can come out and go, you don't want the children to not have tablets, do you? Will that change anybody's vote on the city county council?
Well, you were listening to Kendall and Casey this morning, and he had on two opposing viewpoints from the Indy Star, Briggs, and Briggs's counter, James Briggs, who's been on this show before as a left-leaning opinion columnist. And then I'm sorry, I forget the right-leaning, the guy's name.
He's newer there, yes.
He's the new guy there. But they seem to have pretty good arguments on both sides. That was a very interesting piece of radio today. You go back and listen to it on the Kendall and Casey podcast as to why or why not there should be data centers coming to Central Indy.
Update on the Charlie Kirk assassination. We just saw the press conference from Utah where the local authorities will pursue the death penalty.
Damn, better.
Not a big surprise there, not a big shock, but they do plan to pursue the death penalty.
Kid's 22 years old. How old do you think he'll be when he finally meets his maker?
That's interesting because if it's just a state charge, if he gets a federal execution, Trump can try to expedite that thing. Trump will want that kid dead, and rightfully so. But if it's a state charge after all the appeals process,
a decade at least, right?
He'll be in his 30s.
Yeah.
At least. At the very least. But prosecutors do seek the death penalty in the Charlie Kirk killing. There's a crazy story in Breitbart right now about the guy that was at first taken into custody. You remember the old guy, Nige?
Some old guy, 71-year-old man, initially arrested. There was so much information coming in and out, and we were critical of the FBI and Cash Patel at the beginning.
Right.
And we'll get to that later. But this old guy jumps up after the shooting and starts running towards police saying, I shot him. Now shoot me. I shot him. Well, no officers shot this guy, the 71-year-old lunatic that was at this rally, because there are liberal lunatics that show up at Charlie Kirk rallies. I shot him. Now shoot me. He was taken to the police station. He explained that he did what he did to draw attention from the real shooter. So he was trying to distract the police from the real shooter by saying, I shot him. I shot him. Now shoot me. Now shoot me. So obstruction of justice and a second-degree felony for you, sir.
And according to the Salt Lake Tribune, this guy is known for showing up and disrupting events on the regular.
Okay.
Events ranging from political speeches to the Sundance Film Festival to various protests. So he's like one of these habitual protesting lunatics. And even though he wasn't the shooter, he wanted people to think that he was, and he wanted to die by cop, apparently. So, yeah, that was the first guy. Like when we first started hearing about the story, the old guy that was seen down on the ground and being dragged and Kirk walked out.
Did you see the footage of the guy that started cheering after Charlie was shot that was in the crowd?
Yes.
It started kind of pumping his fist. Now he claims, somebody got a hold of him, he claims he was trying to distract the shooter. So the opposite of what this guy... They're all lunatics.
That's his story, and he's going with it.
Yeah, okay. Didn't you say that you saw some guy swiping all the merch?
So as they were basically trying to drag Charlie's body back to the medics, somebody jumped a fence, started grabbing all the hats.
Of course they
Because they sell Turning Point merch at the tables. He grabbed all the hats, started passing them out, and then some security guards came over. And now authorities in Utah are looking for this vagrant, this piece of crap that literally Charlie was still on the ground. They were taking him to a place where the medics could work on him. And his first thought was, I'm going to jump the fence, steal the merch, and pass it out.
Welcome to America.
Nige, if you need a reason to drink tonight, I've actually got a couple of them for you.
Okay.
Number one, throw one back for Hollywood legend Robert Redford. Passed away earlier today. I believe he was 89 years old. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the biggest Robert Redford fan. I'm a baseball guy, so I know him from The Natural.
Signature role, in my opinion.
The Natural?
The Natural. That's his signature role. The people, old school, like Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, and maybe even all the president's men might disagree with my assessment of his signature role. That's a natural. People don't know that he was part of it. You mentioned this. You mentioned it earlier. He was co-founder of the Sundance Film Festival, which produced movies like The Blair Witch Project and Reservoir Dogs and
these independent films that become big time.
But I mean, he like his huge blockbuster movies, Indecent Proposal.
That's right.
He offered to pay Woody Harrelson $1 million if he could sleep with his wife.
Right.
Was that? Did I get the synopsis right? Pretty much.
That's the movie. Yeah. That's the Indecent Proposal.
But one of his last movies, one of Robert Redford's last movies, was Avengers: Endgame.
That's interesting.
That's a cool capstone on a long, successful acting career, and a highly rated a movie called Sneakers. Have you ever heard of Sneakers?
No.
Go back to Amazon Prime. Type in Sneakers. See if you could find it. It's with him and Dan Aykroyd and Sidney Poitier. The late River Phoenix is in it, and they all kind of play these misfit private contract corporate security pros that, these corporations pay these guys to break into their systems to see where there's flaws, and it's a really, really great, underrated Robert Redford. It's kind of a comedy.
Right.
But nothing, it's really nothing compared to, the Sundance Kid and All the President's Men. But
wasn't he the Great Gatsby?
Oh, yeah. Great Gatsby, The Sting. Yeah. So, great career. R.I.P.
Also, reason to drink tonight.
Another one.
Allison, mood music, please.
Number 2.
On this date in 1984, Miami Vice premiered on NBC.
No kidding.
The show was number 1, and this song, the theme song to Miami Vice, became number 1. Made Don Johnson a household name, man. People were dressing like him in the 80s.
There's a very short list of TV theme songs that became number 1 songs on the charts, and that's one of them. I mean, Smuggler's Blues from Glenn Frey was on the soundtrack. There was this sitcom, I call it a sitcom, whatever. Drama had a soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
So on this day in '84 debuted.
Yes.
No kidding.
People started wearing like the white blazers with the teal shirt or the pink shirt underneath, and
like the linen pants with the loafers and no socks.
Right. Basically everything Matt Bear wears to work right now.
Yes.
It's wearing it right now.
It is what it is, right? Looking at the north side, eastbound 465, a ditch crash on both shoulders. Stop and go traffic back to Michigan Road. Downtown, southbound 6570 crash. Approaching the south split. This is going to be at the East Street exit, blocking the left lane. Slow traffic back to the north split, and eastbound 70 slow into the south split from west. Traffic sponsored by Discover. Do you know what is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Man, it's a beautiful day outside. Nigel, you claimed that you saw somebody coming out of the Portolet on the work site on the Circle?
Yeah, so I'm assuming there was some work getting done. I think
at least in the Portolet.
Inside the Portolet, there was some major work because I timed it. It was a good 4.5 minutes.
Oh, man. I can't do anything in 4.5 minutes.
Well,
I'm getting older.
When you're on the clock.
It's 84 right now at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll let you know where we are going to be on Friday. We're excited about that. We'll check in with our friends at There I Ruined It.
No.
And we got some caller roulette coming up a little bit later this afternoon. So it might be our last show. Stick around. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
At Andy Moore Ford, you're going to get more. Much, much more. With the Get More Guarantee, you always get more savings, more selection, and more for your trade. Buy your vehicle 100% online. Just go to Andy Moore, M-O-H-R, AndyMooreFord.com, and Andy Moore will deliver that car right to your door. Drive off in a new Ford F-150 XL truck for under $40,000 with over 100 vehicles to choose from. And if you rely on commercial trucks for your business, you have to check out Andy Moore Ford. The whole incredible commercial center they've built to make sure your Ford truck or van fits your business needs is absolutely incredible. From medium to heavy-duty F-Series trucks. And they've got the biggest selection of Super Duty trucks in the state. Over 175 Super Duty trucks on the ground and ready to work for you. Talk to Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R. AndyMooreFord.com. Your home is your sanctuary. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. With expert installation and 24-hour monitoring, Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. Take control of your power today with Generator Supercenter. Call 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter of Indianapolis, 317-827-0808.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Take the work out of fall cleanup this year at Quality Supply and Tool, where there's a huge Milwaukee Power Tool sale going on until November 2nd while supplies last. Buy the M18 Fuel Edger, hedge trimmer, pole saw, or pruning shears, and get the M18 Red Lithium XE5 battery free. That's a $169 value. Quality Supply and Tool also has big savings on M18 Fuel handheld and backpack blowers, plus 16 and 20-inch battery chainsaws. With locations in Jeffersonville, Bloomington, Lafayette, and South Harding Street in Indy, Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box store.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm opening my own coffee shop.
I smell a caffeinated catastrophe.
And I needed menu boards and banners printed.
What you really needed was a reality check.
Staples really came through. They printed menus and signs, even flyers in time for my grand opening.
And that's when the other shoe dropped.
Not quite. I got $125 off my custom print order.
Cha-ching! For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online until 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Great Lakes Honda, where you'll find great people and great cars, but no actual lakes. Visit the Great Lakes Honda showroom off State Road 37 today for your next great car.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Douglas Mini Splits dealer.
Well, we're coming to your city.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hammer and Nigel Road Show. Beer Sample Friday this Friday.
Let's go.
Grand Park, the Suburban Indie Fall Home Show at Grand Park. It's all weekend long. It starts this Friday, and it's just $7 if you buy online. Kids get in free, and you can find out more details and buy tickets online. SuburbanIndieShows.com/fall.
They've got multiple bars, if I remember correctly, Nige, and we took full advantage of those last year.
We had a blast last year at this thing.
I think at one point they kicked us out. I'm not sure, but they're welcoming us back.
Guys, we're closing. But it's a beautiful, like, I don't know if you've never been to Grand Park. It's such a huge, amazing complex with ballparks and indoor, outdoor facilities. But where the fall home show is just spectacular and pristine and clean, and just it has a giant bar up top and cool restaurants, and And I just want to make a deal for a hot tub. That's
Same.
That's all.
Again, we've been lobbying to try to get a hot tub sponsor on this show forever. Think of the fun videos we could do if we had a hot tub. Celebrity hot tub interviews.
Where's the Watson's girl in all this?
We'll get the Watson's girl. We'll get Mackenzie. Racing Rachel's got contacts to hot tub people.
The Family Leisure,
yeah. Come on, Rachel, hook your boys up here.
Royal Spa.
Man, we could do a lot. The amount of viral videos and promotion you'd get from us. Because, oh, by the way, the ratings just came in, and we're number one again, baby. Number one. Thank you guys so much.
Myself.
And what's funny is whenever we say we're number one, it's designed to thank our listeners, the people that tune in every day. You guys are rock stars. God bless you. But two, the trolls will always come back. Well, of course you're number one. You're the only news talk station in the town. And then they'd spit. But when we say we're number one, it's against every other radio station.
Everybody.
Those dirt bags at Q95, those hicks at FMS, whoever they come to the table with an afternoon drive, when it comes to the key money demos, we stomp their ass like a mud hole. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this program. You guys are awesome. Allison, thank you. Matt Bear, the newsroom. This little nickel and dime pony show works because we're surrounded by awesome people and awesome people tuning in every day. Now, that being said, one of my favorite social media outlets, Nige, as you know, is an account called There I Ruined It, where they take a couple different popular songs, mix them together in a way where most people would say,
oh, that's awful.
I didn't like that at all. In this case, it's Eazy-E's hit Boys in the Hood. Now, if you grew up listening to like gangster rap in the early 1990s, this was a solo project by rapper Eazy-E because the boys in the hood are always hard. But what if it sounded like Wagon Wheel? The country hit, Darius Rucker remade it, Old Crow Medicine Show had it first. What if Boys in the Hood sounded like Wagon Wheel?
Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches and slapping the hoes.
Come on.
I'm hoping for Compton, I can see my homies tonight.
Here we go.
'Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash and we'll pull your card. Hey, mother. Know nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, 'cause I ain't said shit. Hey, motherfucker.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hey, it's Rob. And you know, fall can be the perfect season to tackle those home improvement projects before the weather turns cold. And if your windows are old, drafty, or just plain inefficient, now is the time to finally do something about it because Universal Windows Direct has an incredible September offer. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. So whether you need 4 or 14, you only pay for half. And to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest, no pressure. And here's a bonus you'll love. $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule now. So let's review. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, 0% financing for 3 years, and $500 off your entire home improvement project. Some restrictions may apply, so to get all the information and schedule your free in-home estimate today, call 317-659-7574, 317-659-7574. Or check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Comprehensive cancer care is not just about treating cancer. It's caring for the person behind the diagnosis. It's our team by your side to listen, connect, and encourage, and to celebrate every milestone together. Because at Franciscan Health, your journey is our journey. Your victory is our victory. Your hope and trust in us to provide extraordinary cancer care with the latest advancements, plus a little extra TLC, is our mission. Learn more at franciscanhealth.org/cancercare.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
The IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is back at the racing capital of the world. This sports car racing event, September 19th through 21st, is different than anything you've seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sunday the 21st, it's the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks. And now the race runs 6 hours. The paddock is open for fans all weekend long. Infield camping opportunities make this a can't-miss weekend. Kids 15 and under are free with a paid adult. Get your tickets at IMS.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He appears in court virtually. Sunny and 86 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 3:31. That's what's going on with Tyler Robinson after he shot and killed Charlie Kirk on Utah Valley University's campus last Wednesday. Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray talks about the charges Robinson is facing, but that's not all.
I am filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty. I do not take this decision lightly, and it is a decision I have made independently as county attorney.
Robinson has not been cooperating as he's been in custody, but family and friends worked with law enforcement. Kirk's funeral will happen early Sunday at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Indiana Governor Mike Braun said today that a special session on redistricting is becoming more and more likely. John Herrick reports.
Braun says he's noticing some Republicans who used to be against it are now for it.
My feeling is it probably will happen. There'll be some other issues we talk about.
After he spoke to reporters, Democrat Representative Ed Delaney responded to the governor's comments by saying there's too much influence coming from the White House.
Nobody in Indiana wanted this. The governor didn't want it. It's obvious that the Republican majority does not fully want it. So we're dancing to Mr. Trump's tune, and he doesn't play very well.
Braun says if a special session does get called, it could happen as early as November. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Academy Award-winning director and actor Robert Redford has died today at his home in Utah. He won an Oscar back in 1981 for directing the film Ordinary People. Redford was 89, and the 2025 movie Superman is coming to streaming this week. You'll be able to watch it on HBO Max starting on Friday. The film has already made hundreds of millions of dollars at the global box office since it came out in July. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:33.
Retirement isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about knowing how to play the next movement. Without a plan, your savings can feel like noise instead of music. I'm Jason Hutchins with Guardian Wells Financial. I've seen too many families head into retirement without the guidance they need. That's why I wrote Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. I'd like to mail you a copy at no cost. Call 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929. Inside this book, you'll find real-world strategies on turning savings into income, making smarter Social Security decisions, and reducing a bite of taxes in retirement. Call 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929 for your book today. Don't wait. Supplies are limited, and when they're gone, they are gone. Orchestrate your retirement. Discover the rhythm of a confident future.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Call 317-660-0929.
WIBC traffic at 3:34. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, north side, ugly crash on eastbound 465 at Ditch, about a mile before Meridian 31. The left lane and right shoulder are blocked, and this jams us up, barely moving in parts. Back to 865. The delay time is now 44 minutes. Inbound 65 delayed 3 minutes, 21st to Meridian Pat. Eastbound 70 slow, West Street into the south split. Downtown southbound 65, 70 at the East Street exit. Crash clear, still stop and go back to the north split. This is a construction zone. Northbound 65 slow from Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
We're in for a mostly clear to partly cloudy Tuesday night with lows falling into the lower 60s once again. Wednesday, we're going to continue our above normal temperature trend with highs in the upper 80s, potentially some 90s in central Indiana under plenty of sunshine, dry air, and light winds. The warmth continues through Thursday. Highs will be once again in the upper 80s to potentially some low 90s overall with plenty of sunshine to go around once again. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen DeYenna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
You can email the show almost better than getting us on social media, just because we're inundated with social media stuff all the time. But you can email us at hammerandnigel@wibc.com. You could also text the show. New feature, 317-239-9393.
Correct.
Text us. So we had an email come in from Jenny. Hey, guys, what happened with Jeff Boggs in his segment? I haven't heard. Thanks. Yeah, Jeff's been missing for the past couple weeks.
Highly contagious butt herpes. It happens, man, and when that happens, you got to miss some shows. Highly contagious butt herpes. Or he got a job.
He got a gig.
Yeah, so... for those who don't know, our pal Jeff Boggs, former writer for Letterman, moved back to Indy, and it's a lot better to live here than it is out in Los Angeles or New York. The cost of living is down low.
Writer for Letterman, moved to L.A. for a number of years, producing reality TV shows, produced reality TV shows in Nashville, Tennessee, and then came back here.
Right. And part of his responsibilities is also kind of looking after his parents a little bit, who are getting to the age where, they're still great. They're rock stars. They're doing okay, but it's always good to have some family close. So he moved back home to be closer to family, cheaper place to live, and my man got a pretty good gig.
Got a good gig. So
hopefully he can come back from time to time, but he's actually got to do stuff at this time on Tuesday every week now. So
stupid. You got to do stuff.
Hey, man, I like this story. We blew up another drug boat. The drug boat soon will be made. No, I love this, man. So if you remember previously, there was this Venezuelan boat loaded with narcotics making its way to the United States.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
And Trump gave the thumbs up to Pete Hegseth, and the United States military blew it to hell. And we told everybody, hey, if we catch you trying to funnel drugs into our country, you're going to meet the same fate. And, well, a second strike on a Venezuelan narco-terrorist in international waters has happened, killing 3 male terrorists and countless illegal drugs not making their way to the shore.
I would say being a captain of a drug boat is probably the worst job in Venezuela. I mean, I'd rather clean out portalets and sewage pipes than be a drug runner on the ocean, leaving Venezuela for the United States, knowing what's probably going to happen.
You got to be on pins and needles when you fire up that boat, right? You're white knuckling that thing as you're making your way to Miami.
Oh boy, that is a job nobody in Venezuela wants, including the drug mules, who are probably being forced to.
Right.
Obviously, these guys that are transporting these drugs that are getting blown up in the ocean, they're being forced to do that job.
The new hires.
Yeah.
We're going to need some new interns over here at the drug lab.
Keep them coming.
Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, all caps, by the way.
Yeah.
Be warned, if you are transporting drugs that can kill Americans, we are hunting you. End quote. Pretty good action today in D.C. Kash Patel was testifying to Congress. They had questions on everything from his handling of the Charlie Kirk investigation to, other things happening in the Trump administration. And of course, what happens in these high-profile hearings, and the Republicans do this too, but because Kash is on the right side of the political scale, it's mainly the Democrats today, the senators or the House members, whoever is doing the hearing, show their ass. It's their time to be loud and obnoxious and try to get all the social media clips that they can use for their reelection runs.
Yep.
Today, it was a Senate hearing. So enter Senator Cory Booker. Nobody's a bigger theater kid than Cory Booker is.
Farticus?
Oh, Farticus. Whether he's trying to grandstand and filibuster or speak loudly and call himself Spartacus, this guy loves Cory Booker. Cory Booker loves Cory Booker. So he had a meltdown when he rattled off a lot of inaccurate information, and then his time was up. It was supposed to be Kash Patel's time to answer the question.
Kash Patel, head of the FBI.
Correct.
FBI director.
And then when he tried to get cute and say something else, Kash reminded him that his time was over, and that just set him off.
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is
I follow you on your social media posts that tear this country apart.
To address your falsehoods.
You can try all you want
in this country.
to not take responsibility for what you have said. Sir, you're making a mockery of this committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over. The people of New Jersey tell me what my time is. You can't lecture me.
You can tell me my time's over.
You may be in charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Oh, that's so funny. When you have to tell somebody you're not afraid of them, when you have to tell somebody you are not allowed to tell me my time, guess what? It's happening. It's happening right before your very ear. When you're not allowed to do something and that person is doing it right in front of your face.
Right.
As Kash Patel was. That was hilarious. That was gold.
On the YouTube chat, Hoosiers hang banners. Did he hit him with a cash me outside, which would have been gold?
Oh, man.
Would have been gold, by the way.
I wish I would have come up with that one.
But bickering aside, here is when the FBI director set Cory Booker straight on what the FBI is currently doing under the Trump administration.
If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A double increase from that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we have 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we're taking 8 kilograms off the streets of the cities in New Jersey and preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone, a failure of the FBI and my leadership? How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
Cash me outside.
How about that?
But it wasn't just Cory Booker that was trying to make a scene. Old Pencil Neck had to get involved too.
Adam Schiff?
Adam Schiff. Shifty Schiff. So Schiff was ripping on everything from the Epstein investigation to what happened with Charlie Kirk. And
what
basically,
what did he ask Kash Patel about Russia and the investigation there?
But the thing is, I don't think that Adam Schiff was ready for Kash Patel to clap back in the way that he did. Take a listen.
People believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of inmates. What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform, and combating the weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you. And we have countlessly proven you to be a liar in Russiagate, in January 6th. You are the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate. You are a disgrace to this institution and an utter coward.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised that you continue to lie from your perch and put on a show so you can go raise money for your charade. You are a political buffoon at best.
Yes. Yes.
Kash Patel speaking to Senator Schiff. That was incredible.
Would you like to hear more?
There's more.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
Well, you can take an internet troll.
Take it to the bank that the FBI is protecting this country and the state and citizens of California. We are bringing historic reform.
Point of order.
But all you care about is a child sex predator that was prosecuted by a prior administration, and the Obama Justice Department and the Biden Justice Department did squat. And what did President Trump do? Bring new charges courageously. And what have we done?
Chairman,
You said I'm the most transparent FBI director in history. 33,000 pages of information to you. I challenge you to say anything credibly to the truth. Go ahead and run to the cameras where you want to go now.
that little gavel going to town there.
I think they broke the gavel by the end of the little back and forth there.
Oh, I love that.
Cash me outside.
That,
how about that?
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Well, if you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement, might want to do something smart with it, like get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. The math is simple. You invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's, if my math is correct, $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10%. Or $24K that first year. So in theory, by the end of the year, that original $200,000 could be $264,000. Get all the details. Find out how it's done by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy. 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Or go online, yourretirementguy.com. Bill Demery, here in Indy, yourretirementguy.com.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. I know finding a dream engagement ring can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we got you. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond at Shane Company is truly the best of the best. Our team travels the world to see diamonds up close, in person. We handpick each one for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Diamond buying is an art. Of course, we look at cut, color, clarity, and carat, known as the 4 C's. But that's not all. We also look at how each diamond looks on a hand, where it will be worn, how it makes you feel, and if it's worthy of a Shane Company customer. That type of expertise only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. We also think about your budget. We only pick the best in each grade in all shapes and sizes. Your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Heat and cool your man cave, attic, garage, or bonus room without adding ductwork with Mitsubishi Electric ductless mini splits.
To find out more, just go to AbsoluteComfort.org.
Home and Outdoor Living Show.
September 19th through 21st at Grand Park.
Shop, compare, and save with over 200 trusted experts.
Tickets are $7 at suburbanindieshows.com.
Catch Hammer and Nigel live from the Fall Home and Outdoor Living Show this Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Grand Park Events Center in Westfield. They'll be checking out over 200 vendors, home displays, and all the fun happening at the show.
And for those who are wanting to text the program, we were talking about that earlier. It's just like the call-in number, 317-239-9393. But you can also add a photo if you want. Allison, have fun with that because you're the one monitoring it over here.
I am not the only one monitoring it. Keep that in mind.
But yeah, do with that information as you want. You can also email hammerandnigel@wibc.com. Matt Bear, how are we looking?
Pretty good, Hammer, except on the north side is eastbound 465 at Ditch Road. Left lane, right shoulder blocked because of a crash and stop back to 865. It's a 22-minute delay and a 14-minute delay coming up northbound 465 from 86 to 865. That's a grind because of that crash at Ditch. Eastbound 75-minute delay Harding to the south split. Inbound 65 delayed 3 minutes 21st to Meridian Penn. Southbound 6570 stop and go traffic. North split down to the south split. That's construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And again, thank you so much for making us number one in afternoon drive again. And remember, if your company is not advertising with us, there's something wrong with them. 85 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Donald Trump doesn't like the new NFL kickoff rule. Is it on here? Did I put it on here? I thought what he said, he called it a sissy rule.
Yes, sissy football.
He said it's sissy. The new rule, can you explain it in layman's terms so I don't have to read it right off the page, Hammer?
So
it's like
when they kick off to start a game now or after a touchdown, instead of having like the car crash as soon as the ball's kicked off of the players running into each other,
yes,
everybody stands on their own 40, and you have to wait until the guy receiving the kick catches the ball, and then you can start blocking.
Start moving upon him.
Because they didn't want the organized car crash, as they would call it. They thought it would lighten up concussions a little bit.
Oh, I'm seeing the headline. Okay, I see it now. President Trump criticized the NFL's new kickoff rule, calling it, quote, sissy football. I mean, is anybody else amused that the President of the United States, the most powerful man in the free world, called the NFL's kickoff rule sissy football?
And I love he took the time to let everybody know this.
Yeah.
Think about all the things going on in the world right now. You've got the Russia-Ukraine war, Israel-Hamas. There's still some hostages over there. We're dealing with political violence over here, the economy, tariffs, and then whoever the staffer was at the White House that walked into his office. Mr. President, hold on. I'm watching this sissy football right now. Let everybody know it's sissy football. But do you have any thoughts on what's happening overseas? No. Sissy football. Speaking of football,
you sissy.
I think the biggest college football game is Illinois against Indiana this weekend. Now, Florida is at Miami, but Florida has taken a big dump.
What's the game? Is that the game of the... Where's game day at?
They're down in Miami.
Okay. Well,
but Florida just looked awful last week, and they're this close to firing their coach. But Oklahoma and Auburn, okay, that's another pretty good game. But number 9, Illinois, at number 19, Indiana, primetime national television. And I think that's the biggest game on the slate. And the new sports betting podcast, Degenerates Next Door, is out. Myself, Rob, and 2 professionals.
Right on.
Dudes that do this for a living. David Stefanoff of Follow Never Fade and Kenny Britt of KB Sports. We all give you free plays on that game. So if you're looking for action on the IU game, check out the Degenerates Next Door. Anywhere you get your podcast, there's also a link to it on the shows tab, I believe.
I'm seeing 5.5 right now.
Yeah, that number's gone up. IU's a 5.5 point favorite. Some of us on the show are going against each other in this game. I'm not going to tell you who.
Oh, yeah, you got to download it to find out. Yeah.
Download to find out, baby.
That real estate market is smoking right now. Zillow ranking Indy number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen and are holding strong. Now is the best time to sell. Hire the team with the proven systems to max out your equity. Sell your home with real estate expert Mark Dietel. That's what Dan and Casey and Indy did. Time to downsize, and they needed to sell their old house quick at full value. Mark Dietel made it happen. They got their asking price in a few weeks without any repairs or appraisals.
Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. That's right, he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Mark Dietel, the best in the business, 317-755-4232, or go to markdietel.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Indiana Foundation Service, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, you'll hear why a man was arrested last week. A fatal shooting from a couple months ago led to the arrest of a person in Carmel last week, and why a family is fighting for a ramp for their son. Those stories coming up after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
evidence and the charges. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. A Utah prosecutor announcing multiple charges against Charlie Kirk's accused killer, Tyler Robinson, and evidence that includes a note, text messages, and DNA.
After the alleged murder, prosecutors say the alleged shooter messaged with his lover or roommate, saying that he thought he'd get away with the crime, except he could not get back to the rifle that he ditched near the crime scene, which ultimately police recovered. They announced today they found DNA on the trigger. The county attorney here says video places the alleged killer at the scene. The suspect is seen on video walking to the campus with a limp, consistent with a rifle in his pants. And there were 7 charges announced today. 2 of them are aggravated murder and felony discharge of a firearm. Prosecutors say the charges are aggravated because they believe the shooter killed Kirk for political reasons, and also because the killer knew if he shot and killed Charlie Kirk that it would happen in front of children.
Fox's Matt Finn. Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty if Robinson is convicted. FBI Director Kash Patel defending his record on many issues at a Senate hearing, including recent firings, as Democrats, including Senator Adam Schiff, accuse him of politically driven decisions for the president.
What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform.
President Trump earlier praising Patel and telling reporters,
I have confidence in everybody in the administration.
This as he was heading to the UK for a historic second state visit. In New York City, the man accused of killing United Healthcare executive Brian Thompson no longer faces state terrorism charges, a judge tossing out those counts against Luigi Mangione, who is still facing other state and federal charges, including murder. Stocks finished lower. The Dow down 125 at the bell ahead of a Fed decision on interest rates tomorrow. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why a man from Chesterton, Indiana is in trouble with the law. You've got sunny skies and 86 degrees in the Circle City. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Moss Roofing. Here's what's trending at 4:02. It was for sending an online threat through a social media application for the U.S. Naval Academy in Maryland last Thursday. Jackson Fleming was arrested on Friday. A teenager who police say shot and killed a man in July is now in custody. Ryan Hedrick reports.
Indianapolis police announced the arrest on Tuesday, saying that the teenager was busted at a home in Carmel last weekend.
This detective, working with the Violent Crimes Unit, going after this individual, locating them. Several months now have went by, and we were able to track this individual down. Now we're going to work with the prosecutor's office and make sure that justice is sought.
Indy Metro Police Officer Tommy Thompson says tips from people in the community and new technology helped make the arrest happen. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A family in Noblesville is in a dispute with their homeowners association over a wheelchair ramp for their paralyzed teenage son. Corbin Phillips was paralyzed last August on a trampoline. Now he and his family are trying to move into a new home, but the family has not been able to get the HOA's approval for their U-shaped ramp, which they say is the safest option.
It's incredibly hurtful that aesthetics and everyone else's opinion in the neighborhood would mean so much more than our 17-year-old son having fair and equal access.
Corbin's mom, April Phillips, talking to Wish TV, and Notre Dame is looking for consistency in its first win of the 2025 season. Here's Len Clark.
Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman says the Irish must find consistency after opening the season with back-to-back losses. Freeman pointed to breakdowns on defense, missed chances on offense, and mistakes on special teams as reasons for falling short. He emphasized accountability from coaches and players and said preparation for Purdue this week must focus on execution in every phase of the game. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
It's 4:04, and you've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every single time. Free inspections, honest advice, and doing top quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
With your WIBC traffic at 4:05, Matt Bear, what you got?
We are looking at eastbound 465. A ditch road crash has been pushed to the right shoulder. All lanes are open, but we're still stopped from 865 past Michigan Road. Front of the line is clearing out. Glad to see that. Northbound 465 is stop and go 86th Street up to 865 because of that earlier crash at ditch. Now we have a stall. It's eastbound 465 before Meridian on the north side. Blocking the left lane and traffic slow through there. Inbound 65, 4-minute delay 21st to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 75-minute delay from Belmont into the south split. Southbound 65-70 stop and go traffic north split down to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com. Visit drexelin.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Your forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly clear to partly cloudy Tuesday night with lows falling into the lower 60s. Wednesday, we're going to continue our above normal temperature trend with highs in the upper 80s, potentially some 90s in central Indiana under plenty of sunshine, dry air, and light winds. Thursday, highs will be once again in the upper 80s to potentially some low 90s overall with plenty of sunshine to go around. I'm Much TV Star Trek ABD meteorologist Stephen DeYenna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are
weirdos?
So let's rock it.
And what we have now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Do I need to sit down?
If you're in your car, pull over.
Oh.
Because we got some big-time legal stuff.
Legal stuff.
Crime, punishment, judges, legal stuff.
So coming up about 5 o'clock here in an hour or so, the suspect in the Charlie Kirk hearing will be appearing virtually in court for the first time. News leaked yesterday he confessed in a group chat. One of those Discord group chats, hours before he and his father had a talk and was turned over to the authorities. So even before he told his old man that he committed the assassination, he was running his mouth in these group chats.
And the Utah County attorney, in a press conference that just wrapped up not that long ago, the mother of the suspect says that he became more pro-gay and trans-oriented. And his roommate, which was apparently also his lover, was in the process of transitioning. So there's a lot of stuff going on there.
I mean, you could be pro-gay and pro-trans. How do you become pro-murder?
Well, that's the question, right?
How do you go from one to the other?
And again, I want to make this clear. The lover, the roommate, is cooperating with the authorities. But it sounds like the suspect is not. And his first appearance in court, albeit virtually, will be sometime in the 5 o'clock hour in that local press conference that just wrapped up in Utah with the local authorities. They lay it out. Charlie Kirk was targeted for political beliefs. Okay? It was nothing else other than political beliefs, political violence. So we will see what happens.
Why do they do it virtually? Are they still, is there something going on with social distancing still in Utah?
It's probably easier and cheaper. It's not just him. I think others do it virtually as well.
I know, but this is just kind of a different situation. I'm going to put this guy in full display.
If I remember correctly, Nige, correct me if I'm wrong, great moments in virtual hearing history. There was a suspect in Michigan that had to appear virtually for court because he got busted driving with a suspended license. He was driving while he was doing the hearing virtually.
He was doing it through his iPhone.
Yes, while driving.
I remember that. Yeah. Wait a minute. The judge is like, wait a minute. You're here at this virtual court appearance because you got suspended while driving while suspended, and you're driving right now. I got to go to work. Which I have to say kind of makes sense.
It's ballsy.
Look, I gotta go make money here. I've got to pay for the lawyer.
Well, you better be Ubering because you got busted for driving with a suspended license for a reason, and now you're doing your court hearing driving. More legal stuff. A judge in New York dropped the federal terror charge against Luigi Mangione, the guy that shot the healthcare executive.
Yeah.
The federal terror charge has been dropped. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's charge that he threw in there has been thrown out. The suspected killer appeared in court this morning. Now, he still faces a lot of charges, state and federal charges,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
terror won't be one of them.
I mean, I wish it would have stuck, that terror charge, but he's going to jail for the rest of his life.
Right.
Unless, I mean, on a federal level, I mean, you could fry, right?
I mean, if they still have the electric chair, yes. Now, I believe they have gas chamber, lethal injection.
But I'm just saying, like, dropping the terrorism charges, how much of a difference is that going to make with everything else?
Probably
that he's been
easier to give him
charged
a federal death sentence with that, but it was thrown out.
True.
The judge had a 12-page written decision. Here's a little bit of it. Quote, "There was no evidence presented of a desire to terrorize the public, inspire widespread fear, engage in a broader campaign of violence, or to conspire with organized terror groups. Here, the crime is heinous, but targeted and discreetly killing of one person is very different from the examples of terrorism set forth in the statute."
There seemed to be a pretty broad campaign in terms of people that embraced what this psychopathic killer did.
Oh, he became a celebrity.
So
he killed somebody in cold blood because, well, he's an evil rich guy. He's a healthcare exec. We've all been screwed by insurance, right? And because he was a decent-looking kid, all these lunatics on the left, not only were they happy somebody was murdered, they wanted to have sex with the guy that did it. I mean, these people are nuts, man. It's a wild time in America right now. One more legal stuff item. BLM activist Monica Cannon Grant has pled guilty to 27 fraud charges. According to the court, she misused over $1 million of BLM donated money in Boston for political gain.
You don't say.
Now, this is similar to what Major Page had happen, where that was a $450,000 BLM scam. And then, of course, Patrice Cullors. If you remember, she was like the face of BLM fundraising. But back in 2021, multiple media outlets reported that she purchased several homes during that period and paid her older brother, Paul, who was a graffiti artist and the founder of Colors Protection, LLC, which started after the money came in.
What a scam.
Received almost $1 million in BLM money for, quote, security and consulting.
I mean, total scam. I mean, that's right up there with, like, the Clinton Foundation.
Right.
That's, I mean,
right.
If you want to compare, I mean, people got scammed, they got fooled, and look at all that money. Wow.
And think about
millions of dollars.
All the woke businesses, all the white guilt from people that were running these companies that were donating to BLM.
Just the wool pulled over their eyes.
All you did was buy Patrice Cullors
Yeah.
another mansion and pay her brother $1 million. I mean, these three stories right here are just some of the most high profile. Do an audit of the money, and you will see that National BLM was just such a scam in terms of fundraising. Indianapolis, Philly, Atlanta, they all filed grievances at one point to the National BLM chapters. Hey, what happened to all that money we raised? There were guilty white women. There were guilty white business owners that gave a lot of their money to BLM. Where did it go? I don't know, but Patrice Cullors just bought mansion number 5. That's where it went.
In white neighborhood. Number 6.
Right. In white neighborhoods. That's exactly right. Matt Bear is standing by in the WIBC Traffic Center. Matthew, what do you know?
What's going on, fellas? Looking at eastbound 465, the crash cleared at ditch. Well, moved over to the right shoulder, and the delay cleared out. Now, most of this delay is gone. We're still stop and go on northbound 465. That's the one. 86th Street up to 865, then slow out to Michigan Road on eastbound. That's because of an earlier crash at ditch. Now we have a stall running eastbound 465. That's before 31 Meridian, and it's blocking the left lane. Inbound 65, stop and go from 21st Street to Meridian. That's a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 76-minute delay. Belmont into the south split. Southbound 65, 70 delay, 3 minutes. North split to the south split because of construction. Northbound 65 in the same construction zone, so we're slow. Raymond Street into the south split. Crash Emerson at Raymond. Crash stop 11 at McFarland. Traffic sponsored by Wendy's. Get 2 of the number 1 bacon cheeseburgers plus fries and drink with Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal to obtain discount. Claim per marketing research company. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
85 right now at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. All right, we need a bunch of people to go to the WIBC YouTube page. We're streaming this number 1 rated show. And even though I'm by a big window where the sunlight comes in and I often look like I'm in witness protection, it's okay. We got cameras in studio.
Nobody wants to see your face anyway.
Exactly. It's probably
we get the idea.
It's the best thing for the show, probably. So we need, let's see, 70 right now. So we need about 130 people. 130 people. That gets us to 150. Please give us a like, give us a thumbs up if we've ever made you laugh, if we've ever made you debate something, or if you just like producer Allison and Matt Bear. That's reason enough. Go to the WIBC YouTube page, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. We need about 70 or so people, give or take. 80, actually. 80 people. Jump on there, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and see if we can get this bad boy to 150. And if anything, it shuts up the young kids in the back that work in the digital department. And if there's one thing I think we can all agree on, you just want 20-year-olds to shut up. So help us out, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Is This Anything next?
There's something timeless about radio. It's where stories are told, ideas are shared, and communities stay connected. Our generation grew up with it, and we still believe in the power of tuning in. At Howard Bailey Financial, we believe planning for retirement should feel just as familiar and trusted. That's why we're bringing real conversations and practical advice to the airwaves. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our Retire with Purpose Radio Hour, right here on 93.1 WIBC. We'll talk about what really matters in retirement, income you can count on, choices you can feel good about, and a future that reflects your values. Because some things, like good planning and good radio, never go out of style. Howard Bailey Financial, retirement planning that speaks your language. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com. The Retire with Purpose Radio Hour is a paid placement on each airing station.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Well, who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 Accord SE for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake. Visit our showroom off State Road 37 today. Tax and title fees not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. Not combinable with other offers. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends September 30th. See dealer for details.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Why do so many basement companies want half the money up front? Could it be because it's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they don't ask for a deposit until the job is done and you're completely satisfied. They even start with a free inspection to ensure you know exactly what your home needs without the guesswork. With over 35 years' experience, they've proven that trust is built on results, not deposits. Michaelis, building trust beneath your feet. Visit michaeliscorp.com.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Douglas Mini Splits dealer.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana. The Attorney General's office reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search at indianaunclaimed.gov.
Dateline, Florida. A man in Florida was waiting in the drive-thru line at Popeyes when a drunk woman walked up to the window, just loud, obnoxious, and demanded a Baconator. Now, the problem is Popeyes doesn't sell the Baconator. It's Wendy's. And police eventually had to escort her away. Here's the recording.
I just want the order that I came here with a whole mess of bacon in.
Who you came? How you got here? You walked from where?
I walked here. You want to give me a fist bump for waiting 15 minutes?
Where you from? You not from around here.
I'm from California.
They better give you food.
Amen.
Yeah, that's right. They got to give you food.
I just want my Baconator meal. That's all I care about.
What are you doing?
Baconator meal.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm assuming that's for the cops at the end. What are you doing? All right, let's go. I want a Baconator. I ordered it 15 minutes ago. Well, you're at Popeyes, lady.
Better walk your ass to Wendy's.
I would recommend, by the way, if to get the chicken sandwich. Forget the Baconator. The spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes would have worked in this situation.
Hold on. If you've got the option, okay, there's one on each side of you right now. There's a Baconator from Wendy's. There's a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Which one are you grabbing?
The chicken sandwich, obviously.
Okay.
The Baconator, I think I've had the bacon. I have somewhat of a tiny weird thing with meat on meat.
Allison, did you get that? Because that just sounds like something that should be in the promo on Friday.
I have somewhat just a little bit of a thing. I'll eat it. I'll eat a bacon burger.
You'll put meat on meat in your mouth?
Absolutely, I'll put meat on meat in my mouth, Hammer. But I would like, it's not the traditional, for me anyway. I would rather go with the chicken sandwich, the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich with the spicy mayo.
Okay, spicy is what I was looking for. Okay, good answer. Allison, I turn to you. There's a Baconator to your left. There's a chicken sandwich from Popeyes on the right. Could be spicy, could be regular, whatever turns you on. Which one do you grab?
Definitely the chicken sandwich, but the Wendy's fries.
Oh. And I'm assuming you're dipping the fries in the Frosty.
I am an American, aren't I?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep it in Florida here.
I guess you are.
Dateline Florida.
More Florida stuff?
Is this anything? A woman punched an alligator in the face to save her dog.
Oh, good for her.
Land O'Lakes resident Danny Wright said she and her 4-month-old Shih Tzu Dax were walking along a creek behind her house when a 5-foot gator popped out, grabbed the dog, and tried to take him in the water. Here's a local TV station.
The alligator had him by his air tag and drags him.
She says an alligator bit Dax's collar and dragged him into the water. Then Wright fought back.
And I just punched and I punched him in the eye enough that he kind of let go, like he unclamped a little. And I pulled out, but his teeth were like here and just drug down my arm.
Soon trappers and FWC came and caught the gator.
I can't even believe this happened to my life today. I freaking fought an alligator and won.
That's going to give you some adrenaline.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Was her dog on a leash? I wonder, or does that matter? We got a little Havanese pup. He's about 10 pounds. And at night, we take him out, and I put him on a leash. We got an electric fence, but I'm not letting him out there because there's, raccoons and foxes, an occasional coyote where we live. Coyotes! And, you definitely got to be careful with those little dogs. For sure, yeah. I'd punch a coyote in the face to save little Junior.
Sometime you got to punch a coyote or an alligator in the face. And good for this woman. And I watched that full news story from one of the local TV stations in Florida. She goes on at the end to say, if you're in Florida, get your face out of your phone when you're walking your dog by water, because those gators pop out quick. This one popped right out of the water.
It's happened to human beings before.
It has. There was the horrible
Sad.
Disney tragedy. Yeah. But then we had Florida Man. Remember, he did the same thing to his dog, but it was a dude, and he had a stogie in his mouth.
He kept the stogie in the whole time. And
he ducks under the water and, beats the hell out of the gator, gets his dog back, comes up, and a wet stogie is still in his mouth, like a boss. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath.
High five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm, totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Love my Galaxy concrete garage floor coating so much. It turned my garage into something completely different. A place where I actually want to spend time. We had my dad's birthday party over the weekend and had all the food and everything set up out in the garage with the TV and the beer fridge. And you should have seen my garage floor before they came in and put this coating on. It was old and unmaintained and cracked and stained and uneven. And Galaxy concrete coatings came in as little as a day. And made it so much better, 4 times stronger. Call them 751-9070 or check out their website and get a quote, galaxyconcretecoatings.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
He may face the death penalty. Skies are sunny and it's 86 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:30. That's how it may be for Tyler Robinson for shooting and killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk last Wednesday. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche talking to Fox's The Story with Martha McCallum.
This is something that is so serious for us to make sure that we're leaving no stone unturned and that we're doing everything that we can to find out everything about what happened to this case.
Robinson was charged with aggravated murder and use of a gun, among other things. Redistricting was discussed by Indiana Governor Mike Braun again today. John Herrick reports.
Braun spoke to reporters and said he's noticing Republicans who were against it initially are now for it.
All I'm telling you is that we're going to look at it. We're going to poll our legislators, and if it's there, we're going to do it.
Which is why he thinks a special session on redistricting is becoming more and more likely. Democrat Representative Ed Delaney says redrawing Indiana's congressional maps shouldn't even be a priority right now.
We got a Medicaid problem. We got people on a wait list for preschool. We got all kinds of problems, and we can't talk about them because we got to talk about redistricting.
John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Hollywood is paying respect to Robert Redford. Fox's Michelle Polino with more on that.
Meryl Streep led tributes to her Out of Africa co-star Robert Redford, who died Tuesday at 89. Author Stephen King said Redford was a part of a new and exciting Hollywood in the 70s and 80s. And Piers Morgan noted a number of his films in an ex-post and wrote in part, "What a career, what an actor, what a sad loss." The Hollywood icon was best known for classics like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Sting. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
And now your WIBC Closing Bell report. At the closing bell, the Dow lost 125 points to 45,757. The S&P 500 went down 8 points to 6606, and the Nasdaq blew 14 points to 22,333. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 4:32.
Don Fisher for QC Kinetics. I was struggling with chronic knee pain and wasn't encouraged with the options of risky surgery and pain pills. QC Kinetics offered the best option for me, cutting-edge regenerative medicine. Their non-invasive treatment stimulated my body's own biologics so I could be pain-free and get back to doing what I love, playing golf. QC Kinetics has a fantastic success rate, and it's clear to see why so many Hoosiers are happy to tell their story of how they reclaim their lives with the QC Kinetics approach. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. QC Kinetics uses the latest technologies, whether it's stem cell, PRP, plasma, or a number of other advanced therapies. Call QC Kinetics. It'll be the best call you will make. Get back in the game, whatever that is for you. Call 317-559-PAIN.
With your WIBC traffic now, here's Matt Bear.
All right, West Siders, watch out. Hearing about a crash on southbound 465 in the Crawfordsville Road vicinity, so be careful if you're moving your way through there. Right now, those southbound lanes aren't going to be slow. 74 down to Rockville Road. Inbound 65 is delayed 7 minutes. MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70, 11-minute delay. Tibbs into the South Split. Southbound 65, 76-minute delay because of construction. North Split down to the South Split. North side, eastbound 465. Stop and go. Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. Inbound 69, a slow roll from 106th Street to 82nd. And east side, northbound 465. Slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Traffic sponsored by Primatene Mist. During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist opens airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Expecting mostly clear to partly cloudy Tuesday night with lows falling back into the low 60s. Another warm one coming up for Wednesday with highs in the upper 80s, potentially some 90s in some spots, with lots of sunshine and light winds. Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Got a little feud going on here. Hammer, Greg Gutfeld versus Jessica Tarloff on the 5 on Fox News. Greg Gutfeld, very popular breakout star on Fox News, has his own late night show. Jessica Tarloff, the, I guess, the token liberal on the 5. This is really the only show that I consistently watch. If I knew maybe, is Scott Jennings from CNN on a show regularly? Is he on the same show every night with the panel? Do you know? Do you even know? Or is it just randomly, like, is he he's more than a correspondent.
I see him on Abby Williams, Abby Phillips' show, but I don't know if it's just hers or not. But he's the only reason people would watch CNN, to be honest.
I know. That's the point I'm making is that this is the 5 on Fox is an excellent. It's an excellent show. An excellent panel show. And, man, yesterday, Greg Gutfeld went after the liberal panelist, Jessica Tarloff. And she seems like a sweet enough gal, right?
You may disagree with her. You might not like her politics, but I tend to like her more than when Juan Williams was on. Juan Williams used to be the token lib and was so condescending and just so smug that it came off-putting. That's just me, because maybe I disagree with his politics. But let's get into it here. Gutfeld has been just on a tear since the Charlie Kirk murder. I don't want to say it broke him, because he's certainly got all of his wits still about him. But he is fired up, and he has not calmed down at all. And Jessica Tarloff, the token lib on that panel, she took the week off. Yesterday was her first day back since the shooting, and they got into a little back and forth, and Jessica Tarloff started to do the what about game, right? What about the lawmakers in Minnesota that were shot, killed? What about this? What about that? And
I've heard that.
Gutfeld didn't want to hear it.
Why is only this happening on the left and not the right? That's all we need to know.
What about
There's absolutely no cognitive.
What about Melissa Hortman that we just talked
you want to talk about Melissa Hortman? Did you know her name before it happened? None of us did. None of us were spending every single day talking about Mrs. Hortman. I never heard of her until after she died.
She doesn't matter?
Don't play that bullshit with me. You know what I'm saying is there was no demonization, amplification about that woman before she died. It was a specific crime against her by somebody who knew her. The same.
Absolutely.
You can bring up Josh Shapiro, but then you will not bring up, for example, that was a pro-Palestine person. So don't use your what about this? The fact of the matter is the both sides argument not only doesn't fly, we don't care. We don't care about your both sides argument. That is dead.
So Gutfeld putting the kibosh on the both sides argument, and his argument is that one side is radicalized to think all Republicans are Hitler or Satan or a fascist, as to where the arguments that they make are targeted attacks. Now, I don't like anybody being attacked, but there's a big difference between a large group of people thinking all Republicans are Hitler to a specific attack.
That was incredible.
Josh Shapiro, the Democrat governor of Pennsylvania, was attacked by a Palestinian. It was a Palestinian going after a Jew. And then look at the Minnesota situation. It was a targeted attack from somebody that knew them. So let's hear a little bit more of this little spirited back and forth here.
I understand why people are saying, what about this and what about this? Because if you have to face the underlying fact to this, your life is going to fall apart because you're going to realize you're not the good guys. If you sat around and you defended the mutilation of children, you're not the good guys. If you sat 600, 700 cases of harassment against Republicans, and you said, but what about this? What about this? And then you see this murder after calling somebody a fascist, you realize maybe I'm not the good guy. That is a hell of a realization to deal with. So therefore, you have to grasp at rationalizations. You don't have to do that, Jessica. They do. I don't believe you're part of that group, but why the hell do you have to mimic and echo that crap to us?
I mean, Gutfeld has been like this since last Wednesday, and I get it. Tarloff, to her credit, she seemed like she regrets wording things the way that she did. And Gutfeld, to his credit, he apologized to her and basically was like, it's not you, but it's the message, right? Take a listen.
I just want to be clear, and I want to let people speak. I in no way intended at all to minimize what happened to Charlie. I was horrified by it. I have not been on the five
but
since
the
then.
two sides argument, it's like pig Latin to a duck.
No, all that I was saying is could we have all of the information before you just say they did this? Because that is a broad brush to paint with this. And this kid
Let's have a conversation.
No.
Charlie had a conversation. He got shot. Look, I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You weren't here for a week. You came in here and it's cold. And I'm sorry, but this is a story that is immune to news cycles. It's immune to rationalizations. It's immune to bias. This thing is with us for good. And we all have to deal with that. So that means we can't live by the same arguments that you might be reading about relativism among the media. We can't deal with those stories. It doesn't matter. The media is dead to us on the story. They built this thing up. We're dealing with it. We're going to act. We don't care what the whataboutism is anymore. That's dead.
And we've talked about this, Nige. I like Gutfeld on the 5 better than his late night show. People love his late night show.
Yeah.
I love 5 Gutfeld. And he has just been just unapologetic and speaking for a lot of people, speaking from the heart on national television, swearing F words, S words. That's how fired up he is about this situation. And good for him. Good for him. Dateline Cincinnati, Nige. A woman down in Cincy named Shacole Fox got married last month.
Oh, congratulations.
Her landlord walked her down the aisle. She never knew her dad and didn't think, it would matter. But she suddenly felt sad about not having somebody there. So the landlord of the building offered to walk her down the aisle.
Awesome.
She accepted. Here she is with the landlord.
She's a tenant of mine. I'm the landlord.
When I thought about who would walk me down the aisle, trying to figure out what that looks like.
So I went back up to ask Shacole if I could escort her down the aisle. And she said, yes, 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 and on and on and on.
The music's playing. I'm getting ready to walk down the aisle. He grabbed my hand so tight, and it was a really good feeling. Like a wound had been healed in my heart.
Now, that's a feel-good story we needed on a day like this.
Yes.
Especially after the previous segment where there was a lot of vitriol and yelling and shouting. This is what we need here on the Hammer and Nigel show. A landlord walking his tenant down the aisle because she doesn't have a dad. Wow. Love it.
Which brings us to great moments in landlord history. How about the
what?
How about the landlord in the movie Coming to America?
Hey, Stu, your rent's due, motherfucker. And don't be pulling that falling down the stairs on me, you hear? Are you conscious?
Great moments in landlord history. Nige, here's one in your wheelhouse. The weird guy from The Big Lebowski.
Dude.
Hey, buddy.
Dude, I finally got the venue I wanted. I'm performing my dance quintet, my cycle at Crane Jackson's Fountain Street Theater on Tuesday night, and I'd love it if you came and gave me notes.
I'll be there, man.
Tomorrow's already the 13th.
Dude, tomorrow's already the 10th.
Oh, the 10th.
All right, okay.
Just slipped the rent under my door.
Just kind of a weird guy. And great moments in landlord history in the movie Kingpin, where Woody Harrelson's character, Munson, had to sleep with his gross, disgusting landlord because he was behind on the rent.
Oh, stop it, you. It wasn't that bad. What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
Great moments in landlord history.
Hi, I'm Becca, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As an in-house designer, I can't wait for you to see our incredible selection of stylish and stackable rings. If you're shopping for your wedding bands, we have high-quality designs for every style and budget, from romantic to modern. If you're looking to add to a stack, your options are endless. Discover styles with clusters of gemstones, sleek all-metal designs, updated cigar bands, and signet rings perfect for an engraving. Because a friend knows you like options. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Got to get with Bill Demery. He's your retirement guy. He's my retirement guy in Indy. Find out how you could turn $200,000 in savings for retirement into $240,000 the first year.
Bill Demery can show you in a way that you will understand how to get your money to turn profits for you. So if you invest $200,000 and you get an upfront $40,000 bonus, that is now $240,000. Earn a 10% bonus on that in the first year. And who knows, you could get that money up to $264,000 in the span of a year. Sounds complicated, but Bill Demery will make it make sense. 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Visit yourretirementguy.com and book that free consultation. yourretirementguy.com.
Retirement isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about knowing how to play the next movement. Without a plan, your savings can feel like noise instead of music. I'm Jason Hutchins with Guardian Wells Financial. I've seen too many families head into retirement without the guidance they need. That's why I wrote Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. I'd like to mail you a copy at no cost. Call 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929. Inside this book, you'll find real-world strategies on turning savings into income, making smarter Social Security decisions, and reducing a bite of taxes in retirement. Call 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929 for your book today. Don't wait. Supplies are limited, and when they're gone, they are gone. Orchestrate your retirement. Discover the rhythm of a confident future.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Call 317-660-0929.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
As our loved ones age, ensuring their safety at home becomes a top priority. This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I'll be right back with some practical things you can do to reduce the possibility of a fall or injury.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service.
Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Removing tripping hazards such as rugs and floor clutter is one way to prevent or minimize falls around the home. Another is to position grab bars in the restroom and other common areas where your loved one may need some extra support. Contact your local area agency on aging to inquire about low-cost or free installation services. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Heat and cool with nearly geothermal efficiency in places you can't fit ductwork with Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits.
Just go to absolutecomfort.org. That's absolutecomfort.org.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show.
September 19th through 21st at Grand Park.
Shop, compare, and save with over 200 trusted experts.
Tickets are $7 at suburbanindieshows.com.
See a wreck on 465? Find a new pothole on your way to work? You can let Matt Bear know and help out your fellow travelers. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393 and join the text club.
Don't forget to buy your items from the Hammer and Nigel Show merchandise store, store.hammerandnigel.com. Just go into your search engine, type in Hammer and Nigel store. We've got tank tops, we've got t-shirts, we got V-necks, we've got your favorite Guy Relford shirts. We still need to get Matt Bear merch.
I think that's a great idea. Fantastic idea. Look at that southbound 65 crash at 21st Street, blocking the left lane, stopping us back to MLK after that slow 21st to the north split. Eastbound 79-minute delay, Tibbs Avenue into the south split. Southbound 65, 72-minute delay, north split down to the south split. Looking at the west side crash, Country Club Road at US 36, Rockville, affecting the westbound lanes. Crash northeast side, 82nd Street, west of Allisonville Road. A van is overturned. It's on its lid right now. Injury reported. Crash south side, stop 11 Road at McFarland Road, and a crash Emerson Avenue at Raymond Street. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design, or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
84 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
A woman in California is fighting the DMV, trying to keep her personalized license plate that says, "I am ISIS."
Oh.
Now, when you think ISIS, you think of the terrorist organization.
The brutal animals of ISIS.
Yeah. But it's also a name that people have, generally females. There's women named ISIS out there.
We know an ISIS.
Yeah, exactly. She's been in here before. She's a musician. The complicating factor, of course, her name is Isis. Here's Isis Wharton talking about the issue.
I'm proud of my name. I'm proud that it's on my car, and I feel like driving around, it looks cool. Dear Isis Wharton, the Department of Motor Vehicles has reviewed its records, and it was determined that personalized license plates, "I am ISIS," assigned to your Kia contain a configuration of letters that are non-compliant with the requirements of Title 13. I just did my registration a couple months ago, and they didn't say anything then either. My first reaction, I was super surprised. I was confused since I've had it for so long.
Yeah, again, Isis is the name of a common name. I don't know common, but female. I remember being a kid, and we were a foster care family at our house when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, and we had a girl living with us in foster care. Her name was Isis. I don't remember her last name. But I have vivid memories of playing with her and being pals with her. I don't remember what happened to her or how long she stayed with us. But I typed ISIS into Facebook. I'm on my second warning. The first warning was, hey,
because you were looking for people named ISIS.
Named ISIS, and our friend Isis, who's a musician, that popped up in there.
Right.
And they said, "Are you sure you want to look for this?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want to continue." I got a second warning. This one says, This search may be associated with violent, hateful, or criminal activity. We have community standards to prevent and disrupt violent, hateful, and criminal activity. When people don't follow the standards, we remove content, restrict, or disable their account. So I've got two choices: to see results anyway or go to newsfeed. I'm gonna just go back to my newsfeed because I wonder about that. When I was a kid, when I was 6, 7 years old, we had a little girl living with us, like that was my age, that came out of nowhere from the foster system, and I don't know what happened to her. And
you're trying to search ISIS, and you're going to infect the computer. Do you know how hard we had to work to get all the restrictions off of our Facebook page, and you're about to put every one of them back on? Dude.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how I would find her. I don't know how I would go about that. I don't know where she was at. I'm just curious about it. I think about it sometimes.
Is there an individual, and if you work at the DMV, let us know, that makes the call on these, or is it like an algorithm?
Oh, it's got to be an algorithm.
So let's say your former Dallas actor, Ken Kercheval. He used to be a character on Dallas. I think he might have been from Indiana. And let's say his middle name is Keith, and he wants to get KKK for life on his car. But his name is Ken Kercheval, but his middle name, could you get that?
That ain't going to happen.
Probably not?
That ain't going to happen.
Okay. All I know is I complained about Zuckerberg for like 2 years, and we finally got our page restriction-free, and now you're searching for ISIS on it. Come on, man. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Well, if you're looking for a different and unique way of working out, you've tried everything else, you got to go with Exercise Inc. I've been on the Exercise Inc. program for, 7, 8 years now, and I love it because it's once a week for 20 minutes. And it gets you, your muscles, your body, the exercise, the movement it craves and that it needs. And it's done, again, once a week for 20 minutes. It's a private 20-minute workout. No mirrors, no studios, no music. It's just you and your trainer, and they can also help you with your diet and eating habits and routines with the Simple 9 program to get your health on track and do what you need to do outside of the gym as well, and they can help you and hold you accountable. And then what you got to do is enjoy life because you'll be stronger. You have more energy. Like I have more energy. My clothes fit different since I've been on the program. I have more muscle, but I've lost weight. Exercise Inc. 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now the one in Fishers. ExerciseInc.com. ExerciseInc.com. Tell them Nigel sent you.
It's the start of our favorite season here in Indy, football season. That's right. With all the hype and action this season brings, we know things can get loud and messy real quick. Before you invite your friends and family over to watch the games, you better call my cleaning heroes at Zero Res to clean up all those fumble moments in your home. And lucky for you, you can score big this month with great savings. Hi, this is Denny Smith, and you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and take $75 off your air duct cleaning too. The Zero Res service is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. And don't forget the ZR water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and you'll get 3 rooms cleaned by the Zero Res Pro starting at just $129. $129 plus $75 off duct cleaning too. 317-388-5141. Online at ZeroResIndy.com.
Going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Even clear, odorless water from a city water supply can bring unwanted contaminants like chlorine, lead, and hardness minerals into your home. C&J Water Systems remove unwanted impurities from water, leaving it soft, clean, and perfectly filtered. This summer, save up to 30% on select water treatment products with the purchase of any softener. Well Water, City Water, C&J, the official water treatment partners of the Fever, can make every drop in your home pure, fresh, and worry-free. C&J, 317-733-SOFT.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, you'll hear why a woman attacked at least one hairstylist last week. A virtual leadership program is now accepting applications for its upcoming academic year, and why a family in Noblesville is desperate for their son. Those stories coming up after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it is now 5 o'clock.
He's due before a judge at this hour. Elisa Brady, Fox News. Charlie Kirk's accused assassin, Tyler Robinson, expected to appear virtually from the Utah County Jail, where he remains held without bail after County Prosecutor Jeff Gray announced 7 state charges, including aggravated murder, a capital offense that could mean the death penalty if he's convicted. Also, obstruction.
A second-degree felony for disposing the clothing he wore during the shooting.
And witness tampering.
A third-degree felony for directing his roommate to delete his incriminating texts.
Gray says the roommate provided the texts to investigators. Robinson's mother telling police her son was dating the roommate, who is transitioning.
Robinson's mother explained that over the last year or so, Robinson had become more political and had started to lean more to the left, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented.
His mother also telling investigators Robinson implied during a call with his father that he planned to take his own life. They convinced him to meet at their home and ultimately helped facilitate his surrender, along with a family friend. 2 state terrorism charges are dropped against Luigi Mangione, who's charged in the death of a healthcare executive outside a New York City hotel. He's still facing a state murder charge and other counts in addition to federal charges, but the judge ruling there was insufficient evidence to meet that terrorism charge.
Mangione, of course, accused of gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December as Thompson walked to a Midtown Manhattan healthcare conference. That's seen, prosecutors say, as a strike by Mangione against the alleged abuses of the country's healthcare industry.
Fox's Eric Shawn. A California judge rejects the Menendez brothers' bid for a new trial over claims of sexual abuse. This week's after each brother was denied parole. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
An argument led to even more trouble. Fair skies and still 86 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Michaelis Corporation. Here's what's trending at 5:02. A woman from Merrillville stabbed a hairstylist twice after finding out her daughter's hair appointment was canceled, say police. Merrillville police arrived at the hair salon last Thursday evening and talked to a few hairstylists. One of them said she was stabbed by Takari Sims because of the canceled appointment and a $20 deposit. The victim said Sims reached out to her on social media to schedule an appointment, but she said she never met her before scheduling. The victim also said Sims threatened to shoot up the salon. Sims was taken to the Lake County Jail on Thursday and was released on Saturday. A court hearing is set for next Wednesday. A virtual nonprofit in the city aims to foster personal and professional growth for younger women. Janet Cruz has the story.
I'm really excited about the Grit and Grace Leadership Academy because it's online and it's available to any young lady nationwide.
Vanchen Stinger, founder of Grit and Grace Nation.
We're dealing with the things that our young ladies are experiencing and going through every single day.
Grit and Grace Nation is a leadership program for young women and is accepting applications for its virtual academy. The program offers mentorship and leadership development for girls ages 12 to 18 and is focused on personal and professional growth. Enrollment for the academy is open until September 19th. Jonette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A family in Noblesville is in a battle with their homeowners association, and it's over something as simple as a wheelchair ramp for their son. Corbin Phillips was partially paralyzed last year. The family needs a safe ramp to get him to their new house. Their contractor designed a U-shaped ramp that's safe, but the HOA has a different idea. The family says it's dangerous because it ends on a slope and blocks their garage.
Our son and other disabled people are very important, and they matter too.
Corbin's mom, April Phillips, talking to Wish TV. The family is in temporary housing right now as they figure this out. And Ball State University's Department of Theater and Dance is set to perform Shakespeare's classic tragedy, Romeo and Juliet. The free performances will be held at the Brown Family Amphitheater from the 26th to the 28th this month. Shows begin at 7:30 each evening. Traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 5:04.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
You've got WIBC traffic at 5:05 with Matt Bear.
Inbound 65, delayed 10 minutes. MLK to Meridian Street. Southbound 65-70, a construction delay of 4 minutes. North split to the south split. Eastbound 70, 11-minute delay. Tibbs Avenue into the south split. It's a crash on the entrance ramp from 38th Street to southbound 465. It's over on the right side of the ramp at the top, and traffic is stop and go back to West 71st. Northbound 465, stop and go traffic from 79 to 865. Eastbound 465 slows from Westville Boulevard over to I-69. Crash north side, 82nd Street, west of Allisonville Road. That's an overturned van. It's on its top. Also a crash east side, German Church Road at Stony Brook. Crash south side, Emerson Avenue at Raymond Street. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy Button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
We're in for a mostly clear to partly cloudy Tuesday night with lows falling into the lower 60s once again. Wednesday, we're going to continue our above normal temperature trend with highs in the upper 80s, potentially some 90s in central Indiana under plenty of sunshine, dry air, and light winds. The warmth continues through Thursday. Highs will be once again in the upper 80s to potentially some low 90s overall with plenty of sunshine to go around once again. I'm Wish TV Star Trek ABD urologist Stephen DeYunner for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it!
All right now, the suspect in the Charlie Kirk murder is appearing virtually for the first time in court. Let's go live to Provo, Utah.
Under the following circumstances, the defendant knowingly created a great risk of death to another individual other than Charlie Kirk and the defendant. Notice conviction of this offense may carry the death penalty or pursuant to Utah Code 76.3-207.7, a mandatory term of imprisonment for life without parole or an indeterminate term of not less than 25 years, that may be for life. Victim targeting enhancement in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-3-203.14 sub 2. Tyler James Robinson intentionally selected Charlie Kirk because of Tyler James Robinson's belief or perception regarding Charlie Kirk's political expression. Notice if the trier of fact finds beyond a reasonable doubt that the victim targeting enhancement applies, the sentencing judge or the Board of Pardons and Parole shall consider the defendant's selection of the victim as an aggravating factor. Violent offense committed in the presence of a child aggravating factor, the sentencing judge or the Board of Pardons and Parole shall consider as an aggravating factor in their deliberations that the defendant committed a violent criminal offense in the presence of a child. Count 2, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, a first-degree felony in violation of Utah Code Annotated 76-11-210 sub 2 and 3C, in that on September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant Tyler James Robinson discharged a firearm in the direction of Charlie Kirk, knowing or having reason to believe that Charlie Kirk may be endangered by the discharge of the firearm and that the act caused serious bodily injury to Charlie Kirk. Victim targeting enhancement in violation of Utah Code Annotated 76-3-203.14 sub 2. Tyler James Robinson intentionally selected Charlie Kirk because Tyler James Robinson's belief or perception regarding Charlie Kirk's political expression. Notice if the trier of fact finds beyond a reasonable doubt that the victim targeting enhancement applies, the sentencing judge or the Board of Pardons and Parole shall consider the defendant's selection of the victim as an aggravating factor. Violent offense committed in the presence of a child, aggravating factor. The sentencing judge or the Board of Pardons and Parole shall consider an aggravating factor in their deliberations that the defendant committed a violent offense in the presence of a child. Count 3, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony in violation of Utah Code Annotated 76-8-306 sub 2, in that on September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant Tyler James Robinson, with intent to hinder, delay, or prevent the investigation, apprehension, prosecution, conviction, or pursuant to any person regarding conduct that constitutes a criminal offense, conceal or remove the firearm used to shoot Charlie Kirk, and the conduct that constitutes an offense would be a capital felony or a first-degree felony. Count 4, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony in violation of Utah Code 76-8-306 sub 2, in that on or about September 11th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, with an intent to hinder, delay, or prevent the investigation, apprehension, prosecution, conviction, or punishment of any person regarding conduct that
If you're just tuning in, you are listening to the voice of Tony Graff, the Utah 4th District Judge, rattling off some pretty in-the-weeds legal stuff against Charlie Kirk. Long story short here, the assassination charges are aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, obstruction of justice, 2 counts, witness tampering, telling people to delete messages on the text thread he was a part of, 2 counts, commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child, Charlie Kirk's children. Those are the charges against the suspect. I don't want to say his name because I know that's what he wants. So let's go back to the court as the judge goes through the legal process of all of the charges and counts against the suspect.
Text messages. Count 6, tampering with a witness, a third-degree felony in violation of Utah Code Annotated 76-8-508, in that on or about September 11th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, believed that an official proceeding or investigation was pending or about to be instituted, or intended to prevent an official proceeding or investigation, and attempted to induce or otherwise cause his roommate to withhold testimony or information, to wit, directing his roommate to stay silent if the police questioned the roommate. Count 7, violent offense committed in the presence of a child, a Class A misdemeanor in violation of Utah Code Annotated 76-3-203.10 sub 2 and 76-3-203.14 sub 3A little double I, in that on or about September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, committed criminal homicide in the physical presence of a child younger than 14 years of age, with knowledge that a child was present and that may have been seen or heard the commission of the criminal homicide. Victim targeting enhancement in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-3-203.14 sub 2, Tyler James Robinson intentionally selected Charlie Kirk because of Tyler James Robinson's belief or perception regarding Charlie Kirk's political expression. That concludes reading the information. Mr. Robinson, this case is set for September 29th at 10 a.m. It will be a waiver hearing, and I will be the judge assigned to this case. Mr. Robinson, I invite you to join us at that time. Is there anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor, we'll have counsel appointed by then. Thank you.
Mr. Gurander, anything further?
One item, just for clarification, Your Honor, the hearing on the 29th, is that in person or WebEx?
Thank you. That is a great question. It will be via WebEx.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. I want to thank all parties for being here, and this concludes this hearing at this time. Court is in recess.
Okay, so you've been listening to live coverage of the judge in Utah, the first court appearance of the suspected murderer of Charlie Kirk. He is due back in court September 29th. Nigel, he appeared virtually in a bulletproof vest via WebEx.
Strange to me. Yeah, it was all Zoom. The murderer, screw alleged. He killed Charlie Kirk, and he is behind a concrete barrier in a Kevlar vest, like with sleeveless.
Right.
It's not like he's out in front of anybody that would kill him.
Probably done for the transfer. I don't know where they actually recorded this live stream at in Utah, but he is in custody without bail. There is no bail, and per the earlier press conference from the local officials in Utah, the death penalty is on the table. That's something they're absolutely going to pursue, but he will remain in custody without bail, and the next court appearance will be September 29th. Text messages were released earlier today where you can clearly see himself taking some sort of comfort with his roommate / transitioning lover, confesses what he did. Yep. He's concerned about his grandfather's weapon being used and also wants his roommate to delete all messages and not cooperate.
Yeah, that always works. Yeah, we'll just delete the messages.
But the roommate is cooperating, unlike what we hear the suspect is doing. So again, aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, obstruction of justice, 2 counts, witness tampering, 2 counts, commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child. That's the one that's just gut-wrenching because you know who the children are that we're talking about here. All right, Matt Baer, what's going on?
9-minute delay on inbound 65 MLK to Meridian Street. Eastbound 70 delayed 10 minutes. Tibbs Avenue into the south split. And southbound 65 77-minute delay north split to the south split because of construction. Crash cleared on the west side. It's on the entrance ramp at 38th to southbound 465. It is cleared up. Traffic on southbound 465 on the west side still stop and go 71st Street down to West 56. Northbound 465 stop and go 79th up to 865. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 106 to 465 delayed 4 minutes. And on the east side southbound 465 slow from 70 to 74. Crash 82nd Street west of Allisonville Road. Crash west side Country Club Road at US 36 Rockville. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And yes, if you're watching on the YouTube chat, Nigel did break his microphone.
Well, I didn't break it. I didn't.
Well, you broke it. It's not attached anymore.
But it wasn't my fault. It's just
Somebody else pulled it off?
Faulty equipment.
But who pulled it off?
Pull you off. Whatever.
See, the IT staff is not going to come in and help you because you downloaded ISIS stuff to the computer. They're going to say that this is what you get.
If there is any IT staff listening right now, the microphone is broken here.
Something happened to it, as Spicoli would say. 84 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. We're going to play a fun round of Are You Okay With This next.
Bill Demery's got a way that he can turn $200,000 into $240,000 in a year. So if you have $200,000 saved for retirement, you can put it in the stock market or use Bill Demery's method and make an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right? Plus a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually.
Bill Demery, my retirement guy, he should be your retirement guy because he makes this stuff make sense. Look, you got a lot of options out there, but Bill Demery will sit down with you. The first meeting will be free, and he will explain things to you in a way you can understand. So set up that first free appointment, 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120, or go online to yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, here in Indy, yourretirementguy.com.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease, 2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Well, who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 Accord SE for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake. Visit our showroom off State Road 37 today. Tax and title fees not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. Not combinable with other offers. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends September 30th. See dealer for details.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead.
Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at BoerRemodeling.com.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Douglas Mini Splits dealer.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah!
Hammer, are you okay with this? Tom Brady joining a flag football team with Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, C.D. Lamb, Gronk, and more for the Fanatics Flag Football Classic in Saudi Arabia next March in 26. Are you okay with this?
First of all, let's address the elephant in the room.
What's
you
up?
broke your other microphone, and it's hanging there like a big limp crank right now. You had to go over here to the guest chair, and I just wish, honestly, I wish it had been my microphone that had been broken to hear Rob Kendall bitch about his precious YouTube camera and microphone tomorrow. Can you imagine how beautiful that would have been?
Well, what am I supposed to do with... Am I supposed to just leave it like that? I don't know if there's any engineers in the building. Allison, did you send an email?
I did. I'll get some duct tape. We'll see what we can do.
I mean, look at it just hanging there.
I think I have a hot glue gun somewhere.
Like, it's like drop the mic moment. But to answer your question...
Whatever.
No, this is nothing because Saudi Arabia, now they got a lot of money. You might not like how they get their money. You might not like how they do business, but they got a lot of money. So they're just buying all things American culture. They bought and sponsored the Live Golf Tour.
Yeah.
They paid WWE to have WrestleMania there in 2027. And now they're going to have this big Saudi Arabia flag football thing. Tom Brady, Saquon Barkley, McCaffrey. These are big-time NFL dudes taking part of this. If you were the owner of an NFL franchise, Nige, let's just say you're the owner of the 49ers, and Christian McCaffrey comes to you. Hey, if it's all right with you, I'm going to go do another activity in Saudi Arabia this offseason.
Where I could potentially be injured.
Or worse, Saudi Arabia. I don't think I'm on board with that. I mean, it's something, but it's not. It's something because these are the biggest names in football doing flag football. But at the same time, the Saudis are just buying everything.
How interested are you in watching flag football no matter who's playing?
Are they competing against other countries? If they're competing against other countries...
Yeah, but it's flag football. We play it in elementary school.
I don't care if it's the luge or ping pong. If the United States is playing against somebody, I want us to win. But I don't think that's what this is.
Okay.
I think this is something different. So, nah, I'm not really interested.
Are you okay with this? Speaking of retired quarterbacks, during her concert in Pittsburgh, Jessica Simpson reminded everyone that she and her former Cowboy quarterback Tony Romo husband...
Boyfriend.
Oh, were they not married?
No.
They were just boyfriends? Okay, they were just a couple back in 2007 to 2009. During that time, she bought Tony a $100,000 speedboat for his birthday. Fast forward to the other night when she described how Tony Romo called her mom.
A couple weeks ago, my mom got a phone call, and he's like, I'm selling the boat. And my mom's like, okay, and he's like, well, Jessica's name is still on the title. Then I get paperwork and have to sign over this boat for him to sell. And guess what he gave me as a thank you? Plastic cups. Wow, I'm glad we didn't work out.
So are you okay with that story? Who's more petty here? Jessica for the lame concert story or Tony for sending the cheap gift? I don't understand the plastic cups at all.
Yeah,
what's going on here?
I feel like Tony probably warrants more scrutiny because he's got money. NFL quarterback, Dallas Cowboy money, and broadcast money from CBS. The dude is set. And if you're going to sell the boat that was a gift and you're going to go out of your way to call the mom just to let her know and tell, hey, Jessica's name's on this, you got to give her something more than plastic cups, right?
Why do you have to give her anything?
I mean, I think it's the right thing to do, especially if you're a rich guy. Like, Tony Romo's got more money than anybody in this building put together. And if you're going to call the mother, I think it's almost implied that you should probably give them something for the gift that they gave you. They were the ones that bought it. It was a gift for you.
Yeah.
And I get that it was a gift.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Jessica Simpson was perfect in this relationship. Maybe she was cheating on him. I have no idea.
Man, she was so hot back in the day.
Smoke show.
Like the Dukes of Hazzard remake with Johnny Knoxville. Holy God Almighty. Oh, dear.
But come on, Tony. You're better than that. I know she may be a skeezer. She may be a pain in the ass.
Skeezer.
But you're not going to miss $100,000. Just give them the money back. You're not going to miss it.
Yeah.
You've got that in your couch cushions.
No. You want to do one more?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Let's do caller roulette.
Oh, perfect.
Let's do caller roulette.
Great transition.
Steam has ran out of this segment. Our microphones are broken. We might as well do caller roulette and put the cap on this thing.
All right.
239-9393. That's the number. Whatever you want to talk about. If you want to talk about the Charlie Kirk situation, we can do that. If you want to talk about disgusting people on social media, how things have been playing out since then. If you want to talk about something totally different, the Colts, Nigel breaking equipment, downloading viruses on our computer, or maybe you want to take a run at Allison, ask her out for a fancy fish dinner, whatever you guys want to do. 239-9393. All we ask is you keep it clean and you keep it brief, okay? If you're a first-time caller or somebody new, we're going to try to get you to the front of the line, okay? That's my fancy way of saying if you're a regular caller, don't call. 239-9393. We'll see what we got on the phone banks coming up right after Jake does the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What prosecutors are seeking. You've got fair skies, 86 degrees in downtown Indy, 60 is your low for tonight. I'm Jake McDaniel, and this report is brought to you by Moss Roofing. Here's what's trending at 5:30. It's the death penalty that they're seeking for Tyler Robinson, who shot and killed Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University last week. Robinson is facing several criminal charges, including aggravated murder. He appeared in court virtually for the first time today since the shooting. If found guilty, Robinson will seek the death penalty. Utah is one of 5 states that allow execution by firing squad. That is, if lethal injection is not available. A funeral for Kirk will happen in Arizona Sunday morning. Shortly after Indiana Republican Governor Mike Braun said on Tuesday that a special session on redistricting could happen later this year, Democrat Representative Ed Delaney fired back by saying it was Republicans who drew these congressional maps in the first place.
Without our agreement for those congressional seats, are they saying they understole, that they didn't shoplift enough seats? They're regretting it? It's not buyer's remorse. What do you call that?
He says lawmakers should be focusing on lots of other issues like fixing Medicaid, education, and the economy, not redistricting. TikTok is temporarily avoiding a ban. Here's Fox's Ryan Schmelz explaining why.
President Trump has formally extended the deadline for the app TikTok to sell its China-associated assets to an American company until December 16th. It's the 4th extension by the Trump administration from the original January deadline of this year. A bipartisan number of lawmakers, like House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, are hoping a U.S. company will purchase the app.
There is no interest in a TikTok ban, but there is interest in divestiture.
President Trump says he plans to discuss TikTok with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
And the WNBA playoffs continue tonight. The Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream play each other at 7:30 in the evening, and the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm play each other at 9:30 at night. Both are this evening. You've got traffic at 532. Here's Matt Bear.
Inbound 65, 15-minute delay, MLK to Meridian Street. Eastbound 70 delayed, 13 minutes from Tibbs Avenue into the South Split. Southbound 65, 70 delayed, construction, 10 minutes, North Split to the South Split. And inbound 70 drags from Rural into the South Split. Looking at the northwest side, northbound 465, stop and go from 79th up to 865. Southbound lane slow from West 71st down to West 38th Street. Inbound 69, stop and go traffic, 106 to 465, delayed 4 minutes. Crash west side. This is Country Club Road at US 36 Rockville. Crash north side, 82nd Street west of Allisonville Road. That's a van on a sled. Crash on the east side, German Church Road at Stony Brook Drive. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly clear to partly cloudy Tuesday night with lows falling into the lower 60s. Wednesday, we're going to continue our above normal temperature trend with highs in the upper 80s, potentially some 90s in central Indiana under plenty of sunshine, dry air, and light winds. Thursday, highs will be once again in the upper 80s to potentially some low 90s overall with plenty of sunshine to go around. I'm with TV Star Trek ABD meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Buckle up. Anything can happen here.
Oh, hell yeah. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Hammer and Nigel present Caller Roulette.
Pretty bad idea considering we've got so much on the line. Our contracts are almost up.
Yeah.
We're number one in the market. We've got everything to lose and nothing to gain by this segment. But
our equipment's busted.
Our equipment's busted. You ripped off the microphone. You've infected viruses all over our computer screen. Our pets' heads are falling off. It's where we're at right now. But this is Caller Roulette. So
do it.
Whatever you guys want to talk about, all we ask is you keep it clean and you keep it brief. Let's start with Jane. Jane, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What's on your mind, Jane?
Well, it's Jan.
Jan, I'm sorry.
But
Yeah,
you're
screw
fine.
you. It's Jan.
Thanks, Allison.
I wanted to say how proud I am for the majority of the country who have backed the unfair and unprovoked killing of Charlie. And I think that he has the bravest and most honorable woman that was by his side,
Erica.
because I'm telling you, it takes a hell of a woman to put up with what she is about to embark on in life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jan. And you're right. If you watched that speech that his widow, Erica Kirk, gave on Friday night, it was both empathy and fire at the same time. And when I say fire, she wasn't up there pounding the desk or pointing fingers. She simply changed the tone of her voice and said, "You have no idea what you've done."
This isn't over yet. Turning Point USA is not going away.
No. I mean, look at all these new chapter requests and people who have been downloading his information. If you look at the most downloaded podcasts since last Wednesday, it's not just Charlie Kirk stuff, it's conservative podcasts. I mean, this has awoken a lot of people. And you hear what Greg Gutfeld has to say on the 5. Like, he's not over it yet. He is just as mad today as he was last Wednesday. And I think a lot of people feel the same. Let's go to Rowdy. Rowdy, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show. How are you?
Howdy. This is actually his son, Matt. I'll be quick because this is about him. I am caregiver to my father that will be 91 on October 12th. He lives with me, but I tell women that I live with him. At any rate, he's sitting next to me, and we listen all the time when we're out driving around in the country drinking rum. But he is, I'm kidding about that.
No, you're not.
But he's a truck, Yeah, you get me. He's a truck driver, preacher, effing bricklayer. I'm a third-generation bricklayer, so he's sitting next to me. Ask him anything except about why Indy was famous for whorehouses in the 50s, because his friends might be listening. Dad, say hi. Hello.
Good talk.
Talk to you guys. I listen to you every day.
Oh, right on. Thank you so much.
Rowdy, what kind of rum you drinking?
I'm not. I don't drink any of that stuff.
Okay,
we're actually headed. We're headed to New Pal in Needler's in New Pal because they sell fried mush and nobody else does. Dad, you got to talk louder. Yeah,
That's all right. Rowdy, we're glad you made it to 91, my man.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Congratulations. Bill is up next. Bill, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hey, how you fellas doing?
Good, man.
I've got an idea to make you filthy rich.
What's that?
Well, I'm similar-minded on executions as you are, and I've contemplated for years. I have an idea for death row reform and two methods of execution, one that's boring, efficient, and cheap, and the other that will make you a fortune in your pay-per-view.
Okay, what do we got here?
Okay, well, the reform thing is simple. Now, unfortunately, some innocent folks may wind up on death row. So, in fairness, start a date, and in 6 months, those and the new ones coming in got 6 months of appeals. If it doesn't work, the next day you're done. You're fish food.
Okay.
And the last supper is that go lightly stuff. So that all you do is put your brains out for your last day, and then it's done at prime time for your pay-per-view.
I do like you thinking about my primetime audience in the execution channel. I do appreciate that, and we'll have to find a spot in our marketing team.
Most of those executions happen at like midnight or 3 a.m. or 5 a.m.
Right. It's a state statute that it has to be after midnight, but before sunrise, at least in Indiana. Other states may be different.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But in Indiana, it's after midnight, before sunrise. But, yeah, if we can get these courts and judges to speed up the appeals process, I'm with you. It's not just, I think, because they're not wanting to do it. They're backlogged. It takes forever. I mean, hell, the Beech Grove cop killer, it was like 20 years. But he was out of appeals for a long time, too. Let's go to Lisa. Lisa? Welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hey, guys. I just want you to know that I literally quote something that Hammer says. The following day, I spew it. And I find myself saying, what the crap? And some of the stuff my mom would slap me in the mouth for. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to ask, which I know it was sponsored by the Tony Katz show, but Matt Bear's there. Is there any of that coffee left?
I don't believe there's coffee left. I know there have been talks about doing another round. And I don't know if Matt's paying attention in the back or if he's working. Matt, if you're back there, jump on right now. But Matt Bear and Tony Katz had a deal with coffee, and they sold it at a night with WIBC, like in the lobby one year.
It went pretty quick.
Yeah, there's a new round. It's ready.
Is it ready?
We just have to get the link up and get it ready to go, but we have the road rage, and you're going to love it.
I hope it's not the Skippy toilet link.
What'd she say?
No.
I heard toilet.
Nothing about my toilet and coffee grounds, I promise you.
Skippy toilet link that Tony put on this morning instead of the ring he was going to.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
He was being wacky.
Anyway.
But
yeah, I just love your show. I mean, I seriously, I quote you guys all the time.
Oh, well, Lisa, we love you, and thank you so much for checking us out every afternoon. We appreciate that. And, Matt, that's awesome. I didn't know the coffee was an official go, like green light.
Yeah, it's done. It's ready. We just have to get the link up, and then we'll be able to sell it. And the proceeds are going to Salvation Army Harbor Light, just a really good recovery center here in the west side of Indianapolis. So it's near and dear to me. So once we get it going, if you can buy a bag, you'll be helping people out,
What's it called?
Road Rage.
Of course.
I love it.
It is strong, baby.
I love it.
Strong.
That's
coffee.
a perfect name
for it, too. Did you have to, like when we had the whiskey and the tequila in here, did you have to come in here and taste test like 5 different samples of of coffee, or how did it work?
It was more of a let's find a grounder who's really cool, and it's Julian's, and we work with him, and just
Right
cool
on.
people. So we just kind of got together with them, and they've been great. This is the second batch, so we're really excited. I'm really excited about it. It's Road Rage. Come on.
And the first batch that you guys had was incredibly popular. It was a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, there were two of them, Bear's Breakfast Blend and the Road Rage, and it's the Road Rage. Just like bringing back the McRib.
Yeah,
I mean,
stick with the Road Rage. That's perfect. That is
that
perfect.
Good. It is so strong, and again, I'm excited to help other people out too. So it's going to be fun.
That's awesome. Last one here. Let's go to Patrick. Patrick, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey.
I just wanted to say thanks for the job that you all do every day, going to and from work. Been trying to get on here for years just to share that with you. You guys are doing outstanding.
Thanks,
and especially giving the insight to what goes on in local government. Just every one of you have been doing an excellent job, and I'm really grateful to you.
Well, Patrick, man, that means an awful lot to us. Thank you so much. Like, when we say that, we really mean it. Nigel and I have been doing this kind of stuff on and off since we were 18 years old, and we have never seen a response from an audience like with loyalty and passion than the WIBC Hammer and Nigel show crowd. Nigel was a star at X and, Radio Now. I did ZPL for like 10 years and some other stops along the way. And, man, you guys are just by far the best we have ever worked with. And
Never thought it would wind up here. Never thought in a million years.
Our bosses agree.
They must have been in a very desperate situation.
But no, man, we've been doing this for Afternoon Drive for 8 years now. This is our 8th year on the air, and it didn't take us long. It took us about probably 6-7 months to make that transition from the Chicks on the Right audience to the Hammer and Nigel show audience. And we love Mock and Daisy, but they do a vastly different show than we did. So it took about 6-7 months. It was a definite change. A lot more testosterone pumped here in the afternoon than what they did.
A little bit.
And man, about 7 months later, we became #1, and we've never turned back since. So thank you guys so very much. You guys are awesome. This is the Hammer and Nigel show.
The kids are heading back to school, and let's be honest, you're finally getting the house to yourself again, which makes now the perfect time to take care of that roof, siding, or gutters you've been putting off. And Moss Roofing is here to help. Moss Roofing has been helping Central Indiana homeowners for 34 years. They're family-owned, locally rooted, and known for doing things right every shingle time. Free inspections, honest advice, and top-quality work on roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. They treat your home like it's their own, and they clean up like they were never there. That's why they've got great reviews and a loyal following of happy homeowners. So don't put it off any longer. Let Moss Roofing check your roof, your siding, and your gutters to make sure they're ready for the winter ahead. For your free inspection, call 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Did you know that summer is the #1 season for well issues? It's because summer works your well system harder than any other time of the year, especially if you have an older pump and underperforming pressure tank. Things just wear out more quickly in the summertime. Tanks, pressure switches, and especially pumps. C&J is offering a $100 service call right now so you can catch problems early before you find yourself with no water at the hottest time of the year. Keep your summer parties, plants, and water going strong. C&J, just great people. 317-852-WELL.
Truck drivers and owner-operators, there's never been a better time to team up at Schneider. We have more team-friendly loads than ever, including express delivery parcel freight that offers great miles with no delays to keep the wheels turning. Plus, for a limited time, company team drivers may be eligible for a sign-on bonus of up to $16,000. Owner-operator teams may qualify for a $10,000 incentive. Explore team driver positions at SchneiderJobs.com and search team contracting jobs at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
Thinning hair? This year, grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com.
When you hear that a small Blizzard treat is just 85 cents with $1 purchase in the DQ app, it's a dream come true. Get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with $1 purchase when you sign up for DQ Rewards. Participating locations only.
Heat and cool places where ductwork won't fit using Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits. You can even wrap them to match your decor.
Find out more at absolutecomfort.org.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Cambridge Fieldhouse.
Matt Bear has a look at the roads.
All right, fellas, looking at inbound 65, 12-minute delay from MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70 delayed 7 minutes. Belmont to the south split. Southbound 65, 70 stop and go traffic north split down to the south split. Inbound 70 slows rural into the north split. Crash reported south side eastbound 465 at the White River. Crash on the west side, it's Country Club Road at Rockville Road. And a crash west 56th Street east of Lafayette Road. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
84 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. What are you laughing at, Nige?
We had an equipment malfunction here in the studio, and it was caught on.
You pulled the microphone off.
It was caught on camera, and Hammer has turned it into some slow motion, America's Funniest Home Video type deal, and I'm sure he's going to post it all over social media.
I just hit send on Twitter right now, so that is in the process of posting.
It startled me, to be sure.
I will also post it on our Instagram story and our Facebook. Make sure you follow us on all of our platforms, by the way, Hammer and Nigel. Allison, what do you think of the slow-mo reaction of Nige there?
I'm emailing it to all of the engineers.
Oh, and by the way, we have an engineer in here working on the microphone you broke.
Cameron's in here right now.
Cameron, disregard all the viruses you may find on that computer that Nige has infected it with as well. He may or may not have ISIS-related material.
There's still a virus on that video that pops up from time to time that asks me if I want to ask, you have a virus on this machine. Click here to clean it. It's one of those things.
Which is usually a virus in itself.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh,
that's slow-mo.
The last part of the video of the look on my face.
I'm posting it on our Facebook now. It's already up on Twitter. Make sure you guys like and retweet that. It'll be on our Facebook here in just a moment, and I'll throw that bad boy on Insta, as the kids would say.
The gram. The
gram, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, the gram.
Coming up here in just a little bit, a busy day in the world of legal stuff. A couple big stories, but the biggest story of the day is that the suspect in the murder of Charlie Kirk appeared in court just less than an hour ago. Didn't say much. He let his attorneys do the speaking. It was a virtual appearance. He was in a protective vest. I believe this is for the transport that they had to bring him to the facility for. And they hit him with a number of different charges. So we will lay those out for you a little bit later on. And locally, flip-flop, it happened. We called it. We had Counselor Michael Paul Hart on this show just a few weeks ago.
MPH called it.
MPH said, get ready for the school flip-flop, and I'll be damned, he was absolutely right when it comes to the data center. So all of that and more is coming up. Follow us at Hammer and Nigel.
TRTMVP.com. Book an appointment today to tackle your low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro with a personalized winning game plan with TRT. That's testosterone replacement therapy.
Guys, feel better with Synergen X and the Low T Center. Book a free TRT consultation. It's free. I'm telling you, take advantage of this because it's free, and you will begin to take care of yourself. You're going to begin the process of feeling better. Plus, you could win some pretty cool prizes. Autographed sports memorabilia, tickets to local games and events. They pick winners every week. And ladies, you can get in on this too. It's not just for guys. TRTMVP.com. That's the website. TRTMVP.com. Book that free TRT consultation. TRTMVP.com. Do it today. Feel better immediately.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you ready for the biggest boat and RV sale of the year? The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. 3 days of blowout clearance pricing at the Indiana State Fairgrounds September 19th through 21st. But it's not a show. A sale. For 3 days only, shop over 5 acres of new and used boats and RVs. And this year, we're in the new air-conditioned pavilion. If you don't buy here, you'll pay too much. Dealers are liquidating their inventories, and after Sunday, they're gone forever. The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. Save time and buy tickets at IndySportShow.com. Another Renfro production.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Getting engaged? So friends, listen up. Shane Company engagement rings are protected with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We stand behind the same quality we've offered since 1929. Our rings are crafted to last. It's why our warranty is the only one that protects your center stone. We also cover repairs, resizings, cleanings, and so much more. That's money you keep for you and your family, because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown.
Governor Mike Braun today announced the creation of Power Up Indiana, an initiative designed to incentivize Hoosier employers to invest within through training and promoting existing employees. Using $10 million appropriated by the Indiana General Assembly, Secretary of Commerce David Adams says the program will provide grants to employers of all sizes and industries to offer employee training.
This is really focused on the incumbent workforce and how do we help employers fill those high-value, high-wage jobs that they're looking to see.
Qualified employers could receive training reimbursement grants of up to $5,000 per employee trained and up to $50,000 per employer annually. Eli Lilly and Company has announced plans to build a $5 billion manufacturing plant near Richmond, Virginia, as part of its commitment to add U.S. manufacturing sites through a $27 billion reshoring investment. The new facility is the first of 4 new manufacturing locations Lilly plans to announce this year. Bethel University has received a $200,000 matching grant from a local foundation to renovate its nursing, biology, and chemistry labs, improvements that are expected to expand the capacity of its nursing program by more than 60%. Renovation plans include the purchase of new nursing simulation models, new lab equipment, and upgraded classroom technology on the Mishawaka campus. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
The Indiana Department of Transportation is preparing for the next step in the Mid-States Corridor project in Du Bois County. The agency is nearing completion of its Screening of Alternatives report and will hold a public information meeting on October 22nd to share the report's findings and gather public input. The Mid-States Corridor is a new highway being designed to connect I-64 to I-69 through Spencer, Du Bois, and Martin counties, with the goal of improving regional connectivity in southern Indiana. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, you'll hear how the weather will roll out across the state in the coming days, why a family in Noblesville is wanting a ramp, and why a program is accepting enrollment. Those stories coming up next right after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock, how about that?
A brief court appearance. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News.
Mr. Robinson, at this time, you will remain in custody without bail.
Utah District Judge Tony Graff has Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old accused of shooting Charlie Kirk to death at Utah Valley University in Orem last week, appeared in court via video link. Robinson is charged with aggravated murder and other offenses, including aggravated use of a firearm. Earlier today, Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray said Robinson left his DNA on the trigger of the rifle used to kill Charlie Kirk and that he is seeking the death penalty. Robinson's due back in court later this month. A judge in New York City has thrown out terror charges against the man accused in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Mangione's lawyers wanted the judge to throw out second-degree murder charges against their client as well, arguing that the New York case and a parallel federal death penalty case amounted to double jeopardy. The judge rejected that argument, saying that it would be premature to do that. Mangione appeared in court wearing a tan prison jumpsuit and did not speak to reporters. He has pleaded not guilty to killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in December, accused of shooting him from behind as he arrived at the New York Hilton in Midtown Manhattan.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. President Trump in the UK for a state visit hosted by King Charles and Queen Camilla, meeting with the Prime Minister later this week.
President Trump is going to talk little, if any, policy with the King and Queen. That is all going to be left for his meeting on Thursday with the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. While the president is here in Europe, we also expect some talk about Ukraine. Prime Minister Starmer was on the most recent conference call with President Trump and Zelensky, where the president implored European leaders to stop buying oil from Russia, which gives Putin money to fund the war effort.
Fox's Peter Ducey in London. Wall Street stocks drifted a touch below record highs. The Dow lost 125, the Nasdaq minus 14, the S&P off 8 points. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
why there's an elevated fire risk across Indiana. Sunny skies and 85 degrees in downtown Indy. Low tonight is 60. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 6:02. The warm weather is just part of the equation, says Jason Puma with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
Well, we haven't had a lot of rain lately, and these warm temperatures and combined with low relative humidities essentially are proving slightly enhanced fire danger conditions.
He says rain is not likely until this weekend, but even then, the chances for heavy rain are not great. A family in Noblesville is in a dispute with their homeowners association over the construction of a ramp for their paralyzed son. Corbin Phillips was paralyzed after a trampoline accident last year. The family says the ramp is important for their son since he is in a wheelchair, but the HOA is saying otherwise. Corbin tells Wish TV that he is moving forward from the trampoline accident and what keeps him up on his feet.
Family and friends, and just being thankful for what I can do. Driving is a big part, being independent.
Neighbors want to make sure that Corbin is being treated right. A virtual leadership program is currently accepting applications for its upcoming academic year. Johnette Cruz reports.
Grit and Grace Nation, a nonprofit founded in 2020, is currently enrolling middle and high school girls for its virtual leadership academy. The program runs from September to May and offers mentorship and leadership development for young women ages 12 to 18. Here's founder Fanchen Stinger.
Our mission at Grit and Grace is a powerful one. It is equipping our young ladies everywhere with the courage and the tools they need to succeed in life and in leadership.
Using a unique data-driven curriculum, the program helps young women build leadership skills and a sense of community. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Have you heard about the new program Indiana Governor Mike Braun launched today? It's called Power Up Indiana, and it's all about getting businesses to invest in their employees. They're basically giving employees incentives to train their current workers for better, higher-paying jobs. It's a good way to help people move up in their careers. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi